Welcome back, everybody, to GDQ Hotfix. Tonight, Mario, and some more Mario. We got some cool Mario runs tonight. It's gonna be a blast. We got Logan USA coming at you with Mario Kart Wii. We got then later we got Super Mario Odyssey run. We have a Super Mario Odyssey run that's coming at you tonight with our good friend Platycorn. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Welcome to the show. I hope that you all have a great night, and I want to get right into it. So Logan USA, how are you?
I am doing great. I'm ready to play tonight.
I'm super excited to see some very powerful Mario Kart. We got the Mario Kart 32 tracks. So you're gonna be going through all the tracks in the game, right?
Every track without shortcuts.
Every track, no shortcuts. That's what we're gonna see today. It's gonna be great. We also have Rose Uppy here and DKSC for life. How you doing?
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Welcome. Cool. So Logan, do you mind going through and just telling everybody just a little bit about this run and what we're gonna see quickly before we get started?
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so let's go over the settings first. So we're gonna beat the CPUs every time, hopefully, right? I really hope we do. So we have the fastest CC class, and we have the fastest CPUs, so we can get the best items possible, which is 10th through 12th place. Bikes are the fastest in this game, so the CPUs need bikes. And we're doing every track in order. So Luigi Circuit is the first track, and our final track is N64 Bowser's Castle. And we're doing strategic items, which means there's no blue shells, there's no like bullet bills, shocks. They're like the most powerful item in strategic is POWs, and yeah, that's about it. So it's very controllable items. Like anything from 10th place down is instantly like triple mushrooms, so it's very controllable. So we're going to be using Funky Kong on the Flame Runner, which is the fastest combo to use in this game, like the most consistent to drive fast and to get optimal mini turbos and wheelies. I think we're about ready to go. Do I have the good to go? Jiggy.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Good?
I was
okay.
I was definitely not muted at all. I wasn't talking to myself at all. Yeah, we're good. Whenever you're ready, give us the countdown. Let's do
okay.
it.
All right. 3, 2, 1, start.
All right, and here we go straight into Luigi Circuit. My name is Blake, aka DKSC for life. I've been speedrunning this game for more than 15 years now, but I could never be as talented, never be as precise as Logan is. And Logan's gonna need a lot of precision today. He's gonna need a lot of skill. This is a crazy category. The category Logan today is playing is no skips and no glitches. Strategic items only, starting off strong, getting that single shroom, that is luck. He was able to get lucky getting those triple mushrooms just like he talked about. He's now going to drive up to the top spot, grab this Koopa Troopa here, playing wonderfully so far, dodging that green shell, and he's going to do his first cut here. Outstanding, and he nails it. So again, shortcuts like that, outstanding. Shortcuts like that are allowed, but no glitches and no skips. Here we go on to lap 2. Okay, he has to be careful of a lot of things today. So many things can go wrong in this run. He has to get a ton of luck. He has to worry about enemies, stage hazards, CPUs using items, throwing items, CPUs getting lapped and potentially bumping him off. He has to have as clean driving as he possibly can and taking turns as tight as possible and staying in the wheelie as long as he can. All right, he's wrapping up Luigi Circuit now. So far, this is looking good. We are only going to see a certain number of items today. Just like Logan said, because this is strategic, we are not going to see any bullet bills.
Yeah, very good.
Wrapping up nicely. Yep. Nicely done. A strong start to the run. 113.7, we will take it. We are not going to see any bullet bills. We're not going to see any stars. We're not going to see any blue shells. We're not going to see any shocks. We're not going to see any golden mushrooms. The only items that we'll be seeing today are bananas, shells, mushrooms, so single and triples, power blocks, POW blocks, and bloopers. We may be seeing some fake item boxes, bombs and thunderclouds, but those are rare. Logan touch base and the POW being the strongest item. We don't want to see any POWs today at all. Those will be devastating, especially on tracks that Logan has to slow down for the mushrooms. There will be more tracks that Logan has to stay behind for the mushrooms. He's not doing that right now. Instead, he's just driving forward. This is a front-running track. We're going to see him go for that low trick there on that ramp. That ramp has sticky ramp properties, which allows you to stick to the side of it sometimes to get a low trick. He was not able to pull it off, but still getting an impressive lap one, a 27.2, despite that missed low and despite a missed mini turbo. All right, Frozen, did you want to discuss why Logan is using the character that he is?
So the reason why Logan is using Funky Kong on the Flame Runner is it's basically the most optimal vehicle character combination in the game. And the reason why is it basically excels in most of the most proficient stats in the game, and those being speed, drift, mini turbo, and weight. And because of all those things, the acceleration stat isn't that useful in Mario Kart, because if you ever see him go to a standstill, he's going to do something called a standstill mini turbo, because accelerating is just not good in this game. It's not a stat that's cared about at all, and so those are the reasons why we see Funky Kong on the Flame Runner.
Nice. Yep. That's a pretty good Moo Meadows. Yeah.
All right. We are starting strong. Good job, Logan. A couple great first races. Thank you, Frozen, for that explanation, and well done, Logan. We are not slowing down. We are jumping into Mushroom Gorge now. This is another track where Logan is going to strategically slow down for mushrooms. Now, we're really hoping that he pulls a single shroom. That way he can instantly get back to a top speed. We're hoping that he can pull it off here. You're gonna see him slow down just enough to get into a lower spot. Go for the single. Boom! That's what you wanna see. 2 for 2 single shrooms so far. That is what you want. Now, he has to be very careful. Mushroom Gorge is a track where a lot of things can go wrong with these mushrooms littered everywhere. Looking good so far.
Yeah.
He's going to get back into a top spot already. Well done, Logan. He has to be careful on these mushroom pads. He has a couple different ways he can play this. You're going to see him go for a very impressive looking and difficult cut up here. We'll see if he can pull off. Oh my goodness gracious! What a maneuver by Logan! My goodness, I thought it was over. I thought we were done for. Fantastic play there by Logan, being able to keep his composure despite that green shell coming out of nowhere. My goodness, so many players would have instantly failed that, but nope, Logan was able to keep it strong. All right, Frozen, anything that you wanted to say about this track?
So Mushroom Gorge is a very unique track in this game, as it is the only track that features these mushroom pads. And so you'll be seeing that no matter big or small, there's no chance of shock, but these mushroom pads shoot you forwards at the exact same amount every time. But there's this weird thing in this game where sometimes air is good, sometimes air is bad. You'll see later on Wario's Gold Mine something where air is good, but on this track you are trying to minimize air time, and you're trying to not go over any of these mushrooms as they put you at 75 kmh. This game kind of revolves around being at 97 kmh, which is being in a wheelie, and the way to access that is by using a mini turbo and then wheeling after your mini turbo. On these, you kind of just lose speed, and here is the last shortcut of the track, and he nails it perfectly.
All right. Way to go, Logan. That was nerve-wracking. So just like we talked about on Luigi's Circuit, he has to worry about CPUs that he'll be lapping. I have seen CPUs cause problems with him before towards the end of races. Fortunately, he was not bumped by those CPUs there, but with the heavyweights being in last place, they have a higher chance of bumping you off the track. So it's not good to see Bowser lagging behind. Hopefully the smaller and medium characters are the ones that play poorly, because again, getting bumped off by a CPU in last place when you're lapping him, not fun. Huge time loss. We're headed to the Toad's factory now. Things are not slowing down. He is going to go for a difficult shortcut every single lap over the lake, and he is first going to double mini turbo there twice. Excellent, good job. He's going to mini turbo out of here to get out of the factory, and he's going to go for that lake cut. He can, yeah, he nails it. He pulls it off, no problem. Now he's going to go for the low trick on this ramp right here, and he nails it, no problem. Who am I kidding? It's Logan, a 37.7 lap one. He is happy with that one. All right, headed into lap 2. He has to be careful of these stompers. They are on a cycle. They will squish you and cause you a considerable time loss. He has to be careful of these crates up here on the conveyor belts. He has to make sure that he does not hit them, otherwise that will cause a big problem for him. All right, headed into lap 2. Okay, Frozen, anything that you wanted to say about this track?
So this track has a unique world record history where you'll see this shortcut that he's upcoming right here. This used to be done with a shroom all the way up until about 2012, and the reason why was because Nintendo used to like to have fun with their shortcuts in the older games. I'm sure you guys have experienced playing Mario Kart 8 before. You can't do anything with Lakitu. But this game, they decided that shortcuts are really fun, and so it was a shroom cut that was initially implemented, but we found out this strategy in around 2012 that is now known as the Toes Factor strat. And basically what it is as you go off a ramp and input the left, or the opposite direction, in this case the left input, you will get extra air, making it so you can make it over the gap.
Right, and last cut. Nailed it. Good job, Logan. We'll see if you can hit it strong with a low trick on this ramp. And there we go. That's just what you want to see. Excellent Toad's Factory from Logan.
That mushroom cup, yeah, was like really good. Barely any mistakes.
That's a beautiful cup.
Yeah.
Fire mushroom cup from Logan. That is how we wanted the run to get started today. Very well explained, Frozen. Thank you, and very well done, Logan. We are not gonna have time to catch our breath. We are headed into Mario Circuit. Logan is hoping to get a green shell to start this race. We're gonna hold our breath and hope that he can get it. Because if he gets this green, he can actually use it to snipe a Goomba. The mushroom will fall out of the Goomba. Not what you want to see. That is unfortunate. He's going to trail behind him and then toss it eventually. Hopefully he gets the green here. Yes, that is what you want to see. And also something that we want to see is Brayden. We just passed our good friend Brayden. Everyone say hi, Brayden.
Hi, Brayden.
Oh, Chain Shot Brayden. Always a pleasure to see you. All right, and here we go. Logan is locked and loaded with a couple of green shells. We're going to see an expert throw here by Logan. Here we go. We'll see if we can pull it off. He's going to throw it before he hits the box here. Yes, so we can get another item, and there we go. That's what you want to see by Logan. Can he get lucky? Yes, he can.
Oh, it's already there.
Oh, indeed. He will not be denied. A shell hitting that Goomba randomly, making the work easy for Logan. Oh,
I don't think.
This is not
I don't think I'm gonna go for this one.
one.
Usually I go for this one.
No, Logan usually goes for there. It's a time loss for Logan because he's not able to snipe that Goomba because of that unfortunately timed blooper. Again, we will see those bloopers, but we're hoping that's the last blooper that we see. Here we go. He's gonna go for it again. Can he get that snipe? That banana's in the way. Oh, but he was able to get that.
Oh, the screen might be
backup
trouble.
snipe.
Wait. Oh, I thought it was gonna hit the
This
Goomba.
may hit him. Oh, he almost got lucky. He almost got lucky with it hitting that Goomba. He has to go wide of Brayden. Hi, Brayden. Bye, Brayden. We'll see you later, buddy. Don't you worry. He has to go wide of Brayden because it will cost him a considerable time loss.
Oh, there's
Here we go.
a dude,
Hitting it
Andy.
strong.
Holy cow.
Oh, no, my goodness gracious.
Wow, dude, this is really good. It's really
insane.
good. Yeah.
This is
Wow.
this is really good. I was not prepared for this. All right, phenomenal Mario Circuit there from Logan. He was able to get lucky with not one but two mushrooms being on the ground for him. That is very, very rare. Okay.
Yep.
All right, we are hoping for similar luck headed here into Coconut Mall. So there are a lot of things that can go wrong on this track, a lot of different kind of tricks that Logan has to do. We're gonna see if he can get a low trick off of this ramp up here, and he nails it. He's gonna go for this side trick here. He's gonna try to trick
That's fine.
off this escalator. Oh, a little high. That's okay.
Yeah.
Great save there by
I think
Logan.
it actually
Hit
gives
the
me
ceiling.
all right cycles. Like, it's fine if that happens.
So Logan is so good at this game, folks, that he can lose time and actually gain time because it gives him a better pattern for the cars up here in the parking lot because they'll actually be out of the way so that he can hit this boost panel. Oops, okay, yeah, this boost panel here, and then he can hit this third boost panel and wrap up with a 40.6 opener. We will take that. He's going to trick again off of this banister. You will notice that the escalators change on lap 3. See if he can get it. He gets it again. Well done. No bumpy landing that time, and that's looking clean. There we go. All right, Frozen, I will pass it off to you.
So, as you can see on these strats that he's doing right here, he's doing a very interesting strat. For the longest time, he used to just go to the right on a boost panel during that section. But in about, I don't know, I think like around 2016, I don't know the exact date, there was a player that was Japanese that discovered these tricks that are called Infi tricks, that you can basically manipulate a side trick, and it will propel you forward slightly and also get your back wheel on the track sooner, making it so you can do these really, really smooth tricks like this one as well. That's not considered an Infi trick though.
No.
But only these ones because it's just a strat. That's what it's called. And Logan is so good.
That's unlucky.
Well, I'm sorry for jinxing you, but there's this cool thing where he has a backup to where if he doesn't get the correct line for the side trick, he can also get a frame perfect low trick on the second little fountain. And so you'll notice throughout the run, he's going to be doing different types of tricks.
Still alright.
And that's because all the tricks in this game kind of have their own unique properties. Some making it so you touch the ground sooner, some making it so you get smooth landings, and others so you get so you get traction way better. And that's usually the back wheel ones. Anyways, thank you.
Yeah, sorry, Blake. Yeah, besides that banana hit, that was, pretty solid. One driving mistake, lap 1. Lap 2 was really good, I think.
I honestly, I thought I prepared well for this. 6 races in, I'm already speechless. Logan got a 39.6 lap 2 on Coconut Mall. Oh my God. All right. I can't get carried away. We got to continue on. So wonderful run so far. We're headed to the DK Summit. He cannot be complacent on this track.
Ooh.
So we're going to see a green shell start flying in a second. And we're hoping that it does not hit him. He's going to get as many tricks here as possible. 4 tricks in the mobiles. This is a difficult double shortcut that he has to go for every single lap, and he nails it. But of course, he's going to land into that mini turbo and try to get as many boost off of that zipper as possible, and he nails it. This should be a 37.5 lap 1, and here we go, headed into lap 2. Logan has to be careful of the bananas that will be littered about this track. So we saw him unfortunately hit a very well-placed banana on Coconut Mall. These CPUs can be dastardly, and our first first POW, an excellent recovery there by Logan. So that could have been a big time loss, but he was able to recover that quite nicely. You can see a banana right there. Hopefully for no bananas down here. Perfect. I have seen a banana on the bottom of that gap before and caused him to fall off. He nails that double shortcut once again, hits that boost pad. Can he get the last trick off here? This is a difficult last trick. There we go. Okay, I'm not quite sure what the Shy Guys cycle will be lap 3, but he can hit the Shy Guys. It can cause him a lot of time loss. So a good lap 2 considering the fact that the POW hit him. Now he has to focus up because sometimes the TPUs will back spam on lap 3. I have seen greens go backwards. Oh my goodness. Phenomenal tricks there by Logan. Side tricks, hoping for no items. Okay, we see a banana right there. That's no problem for Logan. We're going to see him go for the double cut lap 3.
I just want to say huge raid from Zekin. Thank you so much for bringing your friends in here. Welcome to Hotfix.
No, we're fine. It's fine.
I blame Zekin.
Logan, you know who would not have missed that last trick?
You would have missed it, Blake.
Zekin would not have missed that last trick by help of Coach Frozen. Thank you, Zekin, for that raid and a great DK Summit there from Logan despite that Shy Guy hit. We are headed to Wario's Gold Mine now, and we are not slowing down. I feel like I've said that so many times already, but it's going to keep picking up. He is going to do many special drifts here, many different techniques on this track. He is going to try and get away from the CPUs as soon as he can, as usual, and take a right tight drift here. Boom! Gets that trick off in the bat section. He has to be careful of these bats in this cave. Gonna do a mini turbo up this here, and he's gonna go for a difficult trick. Hopefully he can pull it off. He's gonna trick off the wall. Excellent.
Wait, I gotta adjust my strat here. I'm gonna hit the mine cart, so I gotta go this way. Yep.
Okay, so Logan's improvising here as only he can. So he was going to hit the mine carts if he went for the strat that he wanted to go for. So he had to go a bit to the left, and that is just fine. Still a 38.3 lap 1. So Logan had tricked off that invisible wall. Sometimes you can actually go through that invisible wall and fall off the stage. It will cost you a ton of time, but Logan is able to pull it off. We're going to see him go for it again up here. Frozen, anything you wanted to say about this track?
So this track is a very unique track in the sense of this has gotten a bunch of different strat changes over time. And you're going to see this shortcut that Logan's going to be attempting right here, that this was not something that was in the game for the first 14 years. And so he just did it right there. It might not seem like a lot, but that is a huge time save for this run. For about 14 years, as I said, the strategy was to just go on the left like he did on lap 1. But for some reason, airtime works a little weird in this game, where I was talking about Mushroom Gorge, where you kind of want to be on the ground as much as possible. Well, because of some sticky road properties in this game, you kind of just want to be going over it. It's like a little mini moon jump, and so the Mario Kart Wii community decided that, going left path with the boost panels, that doesn't really make sense anymore. I think going right here and just saving 0.1 makes more sense.
I heard they patched it in.
Now.
They just patched it in.
Yeah.
8 years after the servers went down.
Yep.
Great explanation there by Frozen. This is a wacky game.
Yeah.
This is a weird game, and Logan is the master as we head on to Daisy Circuit. Okay, so Logan is going to need some luck on his side. He's going to need luck the entire run today, but really hoping for luck 3 different points during this race. He's going to do a mini turbo into the stairwell, and it is all off-road, so we're hoping that he doesn't hit it.
Too bad.
So that's not what you want to see. He did not get good QM. For the sake of today, and for the sake of convenience, we're going to simplify it by just referring to QM as RNG. So he did not get good RNG on that stairwell. He hit the off-road. He has to be careful when taking these turns. These cones will hurt him if he takes them the wrong way. And he is going to wrap up with an otherwise lovely lap 1 on DC despite that ground hit in the stairwell. We're going to see if he can get it this
better.
time.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. That is what you want to see. Well done, Logan. All right, Frozen, anything you want to chime in about this track?
This track, aside from the RNG element at the very beginning, there's also more RNG elements, which are these cones. If you ever happen to play this game, you might have ran into these cones and they completely stop your vehicle without any reason it would ever make sense. These cones, you have to hit them in a very precise way, so you'll see Logan trying to never hit them completely full on. And that basically allows him to take this upcoming turn in the cave section, and then the last turn very precisely. And you'll see him going tight here, and then mini turboing through the last cone. If he doesn't do that, he will stop and lose upwards of 1 to 2 seconds, so it's a very little thing that matters a lot in this run.
Ooh, green shell.
Absolutely, Logan being wary of that errant green shell, wrapping up at almost 133 DC. So we will take that with the stairwell entries that Logan had gotten that race. All right, jumping into our next track, Koopa Cape. Again, a lot of things can go wrong on this track as well. We're hoping for some good luck for Logan. We're hoping for some luck for his item roulette. Frozen, did you want to talk about this track?
So this track, just like Mario Circuit, we are looking for a green shell. Let's see if Logan gets it, and he does not. So just like sniping the Goombas earlier with green shells, there's a big shortcut at the beginning here that Logan ideally wants to be getting a green shell to go through. And it's kind of just a completely luck-based strat, but it saves up to a second. So it's one of the very minimal places in the run where it's kind of complete RNG. There's no real elements that you can do to change it. And then you'll see the strat right here, which is called the pipe strat. And basically what it is you are mini turboing into and it's kind of weird, a sticky wall. And because of that, it basically slingshots you around it, abusing the properties of the mini turbo and making it so you can basically wrap around it, saving about 0.1 to 0.2 a lap.
Indeed. Nicely said, Frozen. Nicely done, Logan, getting that green shell. We're going to see Logan go for that Shroomba, and he nails it. Lap 2, no problem. He has to adjust his wheelie a couple times there to get back to where he wants to be. He's going to trick into the water here. He has to play this water carefully because it will slow him down if he takes the wrong lines in it. He's going to go down here once more and try to get that drift around the corner, just like Frozen was talking about, and he nailed it. Of course, you have to be careful of these zappers. He has to be careful of the zappers because they'll zap him and they will shrink him and cause him a big time loss. Able to dodge them though, no problem. Try to get the lowest possible trick that he can here. Oh, that was a lovely landing into that wheelie. Logan making it look easy today with a 47.9 lap 2. We will definitely take that as we're hoping for a green shell. Again, lap 2, a nice low trick there by Logan. A rough landing, not able to get lucky with that green shell. I guess with the luck that we've seen Logan get so far on a couple different tracks, that it's only due for Logan to not have it go his way on this track. Still driven very well by Logan today. We're hoping that he can wrap it up strong. The CPUs are all finishing their respective laps right now, so no CPUs will be in his way, fortunately. If a CPU were to bump Logan into the waterfall at the end and him fall off, that'd be awful, but we are clear. As long as Logan can avoid these last couple of zappers, we should be good. Bingo trick, and to another lovely low trick by Logan, and we are ending it strong with a 224.7? 224.5, all right. Looking good so far for Logan. All right, we are headed into our next track. Maple Treeway. So Logan has a couple different things he can do here depending on the CPU speed. If the CPUs are fast, I have seen him go into the off-road to the right to go for triple shrooms. If they are a little slower, he's just gonna front run outright. So we're gonna see what he does here.
Front running.
He is going to front run. All right, so Logan is off to the races. Pulling a green. Okay, those always come in handy. And he is going to take this turn a little weird. You'll see him wheelie off that wall. We'll talk about that in a moment. He is going to wheelie into here. Okay, perfect. Able to get that chain wheelie, or at least close to a chain wheelie. We'll talk about that later. Do a couple MTs here. He's got to be careful with this turn right here. Perfect. Very well done by Logan. He's going to wheelie there at an angle. That way he can land into a slip drift right there to get that MT out. Outstanding. And he's going to try to get as many tricks as possible on this net. We're hoping for 1, 2, and 3. Textbook triple net there by Logan, landing into a nice low trick and a lovely lap 1. We will take that at 46.841. We are happy about that one. All right, headed into lap 2, headed into the cannon. Logan has to be extra careful of all the items that could be littered around this track. Oftentimes there'll be a ton of bananas because when you hit those pile of leaves, items sometimes will pop out. So Logan has to be careful. Bananas lying around the track. Oh my goodness, no! Oh my goodness.
Why was it there?
The CPU. Wow, I've not seen that before. CPU hit the pile of leaves after Logan had passed the previous lap, and a ground star actually popped out. So I've seen Logan actually get lucky getting that ground star before, but a CPU actually getting it ready for him. I have not seen that. Logan was not able to react in time. That was such...
Yeah, that was weird. I didn't expect that.
No, I was not expecting that either. All right, boy howdy. But it's still a great lap 2. Frozen, I'll let you take it away.
So, as we saw on Koopa Cape, this upcoming turn is known as the Jack Strat. This has been known in the game for a very long time in comparison to the Koopa Cape one. Basically, mini-turboing around the wall, abusing the properties of the game. And so you'll see Logan attempting this one more time.
That's fine.
Oh.
I have to go around anyways, so...
So, that's one way to remove the cycle. That's a part of the track, but that works out. So these leaf piles, as we saw in lap 2, he just barely missed the star. There's a leaf pile on the left during that wiggler section that enables a ground star to be dropped. And so that saves about a second if he gets that. And then all these other leaf piles can drop either mushrooms or bananas. And they're completely strictly those items. They cannot be anything else in this. But there's 2 places. There's actually a hidden star drop at the very end of the track, but it's out of the way that you don't really go for it. And he unfortunately did not get any stars this run, but it's a pretty big time save for it. And now we'll be moving on to Grumble Volcano. And Grumble Volcano is, I'd say, one of the more... It's a hard
really
track.
hard.
There's lots of very precise tricks, lots of precise movement, because bumpy tracks are very difficult in this game. If you've ever played it, driving on bumpy tracks like this and Maple Treeway just kind of feel inconsistent. And Logan will show us a great job at having very consistent lines, but not perfect. But you can't really ask for perfect in a marathon run like these.
No.
And another unique element of this track is they are rotating laps, kinda. So obviously those little platforms rotate on cycles, but a unique element of this track is its Grumble Volcano. The rocks fall. And so his lines will be changing ever so slightly every lap to be changed for just a more appropriate line. And so he's just going to be driving this. You might be wondering why he didn't drive backwards and do the glitch. It's not allowed. But I'm sure if you were maybe playing, back 10, 12 years ago, you're playing with your mom and dad, you probably had somebody just drive backwards and win a race in a minute. So this track has one of the most notorious glitches of this game. Part of the reason why Mario Kart Wii is on the map. And unfortunately, we will not be seeing that today. Maybe Logan will do another run like that at some point.
This is a really good...
He's got a really good run going on. He's getting minimal airtime on all these one-frame lows.
Still really good lap 2. Oh, okay. I had to hold my breath there.
For context, Frozen very nicely said, Logan is driving this so fast right now. He's gonna finish this faster than some people can the glitch in.
Oh my gosh. Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
Good thing I didn't take it tight. Look out.
That you can dodge those crazy items. Great dodge there by Logan. A great Grumble Volcano so far.
Gotta look out for the fire snake.
A fantastic Maple
Fire snake can be in the way. Yeah, gotta be really safe there, just in case.
Great dodge. Great dodge. Safety first by Logan. He's gonna end
Nice,
it
yeah,
strong. Almost
yeah.
slapping that CPU. Going over that banana, a 155.0. Logan, I know you're happy about that TV.
It's really hard to get Grumble good. There's like a billion frame perfects, so
That was a
Yeah.
fantastic Grumble Volcano,
Yeah.
Logan.
thank you.
Yes, it was well done. Very strong run so far. Only a few item hits. We saw that banana hit on Maple Treeway. Logan had to go in that exact route, not hit that wiggler. So now we're headed to Dry Ruins. There are more enemies on this track. There are plenty more course obstacles that Logan has to be careful for. We're hoping that he can pull a green shell. We're hoping. That's unfortunate. So Logan is always hoping to get a green shell to start Dry Ruins. That way he can snipe the pokies as needed. He is going to go for this trick right here, and he nails it. He's going so fast I can't even keep up. He went for the wall glitch right there. That is allowed because it is not skipping a key checkpoint. He was able to nail it with precision and perfection, and he's going to wheelie into that boost ramp there. He's going to drift to the left and then get that MT out, and looking at a 37.6 lap one, we will take it. He's going to go for this difficult sand hop. He's going for it every lap, and he nails it. That pokey is free and in the clear. All right, he is out of the way of that. All right, we're headed into lap 2. So now we have these pillars that have fallen. Boom, and then boom. Nicely done, Logan. That is a lot harder than it looks. He's going to go for this wall glitch again. The banana's on the ground, but it's not going to be in his way. Boom, he nails it. No problem. 2 for 2 on that wall glitch so far. All right, we're going to see him go for that drift into the wheelie again. Get that trick out, no problem. Going to the left, landing into a smooth empty, and there we go. Boom, headed into lap 3 at 37.4. Lap 2, that is what you want to see. Oh no, he's not able to pull it off. He's not able to pull it off.
It's all right.
That is okay though. He was able to get that MT out pretty quick. He does have this pillar, which will help him save a little bit of time on lap 3. That only had
Oh my gosh.
on lap 3, a little high.
Okay.
He has a couple frames,
Yeah,
couple frames that he has to get a low trick on that one. So a little tricky, but able to pull off all 3 wall glitches. I am sure he is pleased with that one. Okay, Frozen, anything you wanted to chime in about this track before it ends?
Honestly, you've hit most of it. This is what I call the last of the 3 of the very hard tech tracks in a row. Going
right.
Maple Treeway, Grumble Volcano to DDR. That's a very respectable DDR with slight mistakes, but it's not that bad. He could have been sent by a pillar completely off the track.
Yes.
So you take that. No wall glitch fails, just a little sand hop fail, which loses about 1.5 seconds. But overall, very clean, good driving. And what is now needed is consistent driving where he doesn't make any mistakes. Moonview Highway is a complete cycle-based track. You can drive it pretty fast or pretty slow. As long as you don't really hit any cars, it doesn't really matter because your cycles, ideally, you want to be actually slower than Logan's pace for majority of the cycles on this track. But you'll see that if he makes any mistake that's like a slight driving error, it's okay, but he cannot hit a car here.
Nope.
No, he cannot, and we're going to be holding our breath this entire race because not only are there cars all around this entire track, there are bomb cars, which will cost him a ton of time if he hits them, ending this lap nicely with that NT, and that is what you want to see, a 35.3. We will take that. A couple of improv moments there from Logan taking that bomb car tight. Oh man, Logan, you
What?
keep me on my toes. Just
It wasn't that scary.
I don't know, Logan. With how well you've been playing so far, I am on the edge of my seat, biting my
I think
nails.
I'm tied to the
All right,
car
lap
here.
2.
Yeah,
we'll
all
see
good.
how he takes it.
Just in case.
Okay, perfect. Able to dodge that yellow car, no problem. He has to be careful of that red car, no problem. And he's going to wrap up a good-looking lap 2. All things considering, he had to change his wheelie a couple times. So again, he wants to stay in a wheelie as much as possible. He does not want to hop out or adjust his wheelie. It will slow him down, but of course he has to do that in order to dodge the cars. Able to take that tight, taking that wide. See, Logan is an expert. He knows where all of the cars are. So sometimes if he has to lose a little bit of time, he can gain some time by hitting a boost panel or taking something tighter. I think he can take this tight.
Yeah, it's actually perfect
Well
cycles.
done, Logan.
Yeah.
Oh, outstanding. Taking that milk truck tight, and here we go. Ending
Nice.
Moon View with a 146.8. We will take that. Well done, Logan. All right, able to dodge all of those cars, no problem. We are headed on to our next track now, Bowser's Castle. And once again, we are going to be holding our breath because there are a lot of things that can go wrong here. Logan is going to be taking a lot of turns tight. There are a ton of blind spots on this track. So Logan is going to have to be really careful lap 2 and lap 3 to not hit any items that have been dropped. Oh my goodness gracious, that low trick was beautiful by Logan. And he's going to get, oh my goodness, that shell.
Okay. We're good.
Okay, that would have ruined it quite fast, but nope, Logan able to dodge that shell, no problem, getting that lovely low trick, getting 2 ramps, getting 2 tricks in that wavy section. And here we go, trying to get the trick off of here. He's gonna get it as low a trick as possible on this ramp. There we go, that is what you want to see. He's gonna get a few quick NTs out, boom, boom, and then boom, nicely done. Get another NT out, and then a little drift into that boost ramp. There we go. Nice low trick. He's going to get as many tricks as possible on these geysers here. We're looking at 1, we're looking at 2, and we're looking at a lovely lap 1 on Bowser's Castle of 48.3. We'll take it. Another low from Logan. A little bit of an adjust there. No problem. 2 tricks. Looking good. Okay, he has to be really careful here to make sure he has not hit any bananas that are dropped. I've often seen bananas dropped here by CPs in those blind spots. No, oh, looking good. Oh my goodness. Logan flying over that banana. Oh my goodness gracious. No, I thought you were a goner for sure. That, I don't know, potentially maybe even would have made you fall off the track, but nope, you were perfect. Great dodge there by Logan. All right, Frozen, anything you wanted to chime in about this track?
So this track is one of the last tracks where differentiating lines kind of exist nearly on every part of it. And the reason why is I'm sure you've seen these stair sections in the track, most notably at the very beginning. There's instances where he can get full air or a full stick. And based off of what happens, he needs to do very different things to kind of react to it. And that can completely change how this part of the track is driven every lap. And so you'll see on a majority of these ramps, he's actually not tricking. Because of how the flow and low airtime works on this track, you're not really tricking on most of it, especially that center section. But overall, very hard to drive this. He wants to just be driving as aggressively as possible and just obviously worrying about backspin. There's lots of blind turns on this track. And ideally here, he's going to be looking for, I think, 3 geyser tricks, and then he'll be doing very good for the
that was pretty good. Yeah.
Remainder of the nitros.
Phenomenal. We're not even halfway done, and I'm completely speechless. A phenomenal Bowser's Castle there by Logan. My goodness gracious. All right, we are headed onto Rainbow Road. Now, for those with bad memories on this track, for those that hate this track, we understand. We hate it too, and so does Logan. Even at a competitive level, this track can be an absolute nightmare. We're gonna see Logan try to get a low trick off of this. Looking lovely, looking good. He is going to take a tight drift around this turn here, and he nails it. He's going to not trick to get a trick off of this last ramp here. Lovely, that will save him some time. Getting a couple tricks off of that figure, and he's going for it! He's going for it, and he nails it! My goodness gracious, Logan, I am freaking out over here. I cannot believe you win for that. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, but it's a lot harder to pull off than it is. If he fails that, he instantly falls off the track, but he went for it. Logan is feeling it today, folks, and here we go. Gonna try to get a low trick here on the ramp, and he gets a lovely trick out with a lovely landing. This is looking like a good lap 1 on Rainbow Road.
Yep.
And a 51.1. We will definitely take that. All right, here we go on to lap 2. Logan has to be careful of items littered around the course.
I believe it's going to be really hard to get this flip trick right here. I think we're going to be right over it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Logan is...
I was going to be over it.
So good.
Yeah.
Not able to get it. That does cost him a little bit of time, but that is okay. Logan punished for driving so well. We'll see what he does here. Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it again, and he gets it once more, as only Logan can. A fantastic cut there by Logan. Well done. All right, Frozen, I got to catch my breath. I'll let you take it away.
So, as you all know, Rainbow Road, one of the most notorious tracks in all of Mario Kart. This one being specifically even more notorious, as it probably has the most prestigious shortcut that's ever existed in any Mario Kart, given the Rainbow Road glitch. We will not be seeing it today, unfortunately. You will not really ever see it in any marathon run, but it was a glitch that was undone for, I want to say, about 15 years? I think, give or take, maybe 16. I don't remember exactly the timeline, but everyone has probably heard about it. It was widespread media at one point when it was first made by Arthur.
On ESPN. Yep.
On ESPN. Who would have thought? Racing game with monkeys just all of a sudden on ESPN? Not really what we would expect.
Nope.
But Logan driving a very consistent Rainbow Road here. Very standard to this run. There's not many things that are challenging aside from maybe this turn right here and then the cycle-based shortcut, or at least the cycle pace into the ring into the shortcut. But overall, very good, very clean run. Really good nitros from Logan.
Wow.
Like incredible nitros.
Like I think if it weren't for that DDR mistake, I think that's Nitro's record probably. Like it could have been.
That was close to world record. That was insane. We're not even halfway through, and the run hasn't even gotten as crazy as it will get. Logan, fantastic work. I gotta get it together. I gotta get my composure because now we're headed to the retro tracks. We are done with the Wii tracks. This is GC and Peach Beach, and we're gonna see Logan hope to get a green shell. We're gonna see him hope to get good RNG with these, I believe they're called dogs? With these dogs that are littered about this track. They will hit him, they will shoot him way up into the air and cause him a considerable time loss. So we're hoping for Logan to not hit any of them today. The retro tracks are so hard. There are so many enemies, and Logan has to be careful of all of them while maintaining crisp, clean driving, going a little wide there, but that is okay. Obviously, wanting to dodge that dog, and we're gonna see him. Excellent. Have to adjust his wheelie there a little bit, but that is no problem. We're headed into lap 3 now. We're going to see a couple of wheelies here from Logan.
Pretty good chains, yeah.
Pretty good chains.
Don't call them dogs. Don't call them dogs. I can't handle it.
We will not call them dogs.
I'm sitting here like they're not dogs. They're cataquags.
I'm sorry. So you said there were kitty cats?
No!
Logan has to have to be careful to dodge these kitty cats as he is wrapping up this race, sniping that banana.
I should have stuck my line.
Getting a 117.9, being able to dodge all of those kitty cats. Thank you, Jiggy, for that. All right, we are headed into Yoshi Falls now. Fortunately, there are no dogs, no cats, but this track is full of shenanigans. And there is a giant egg, so I guess, do with that what you want. Okay, so Yoshi Falls, Logan has to be careful because he can potentially lap CPUs on this, and they can potentially bump him off, especially if they are heavyweight CPUs. As we get on the retros, you'll see more and more instances of Logan getting close to or completely lapping CPUs, and that being a pain point for him. CPUs can actually fall off the track with a shell and
still have it
and keep that shell. Exactly.
Cheating.
That is a glitch. that is literally cheating. The game did not intend that to be a thing, but it is a thing, and it can cost Logan a ton of time if it happens if they snipe him with the shell.
All right, stop the run. There's no cheating allowed on GDQ. No, stop the run. It's over. It's over.
We have to ban all the CPUs. We have to ban all the dogs and kitty cats. No cheating allowed. Indeed, as we approach lap 3. But honestly, with how well Logan has been driving today, it almost looks like he's cheating. This has been a fantastic
look
Yoshi
out.
Falls.
You got Birdo. I got a drag.
Look
to be
out
safe.
for Birdo. Okay.
Oh my gosh. It's horrifying.
Oh, goodness,
Jeez.
Okay, this is horrifying. If Birdo has a shell.
Okay, we're good. Jeez, that could have been really scary.
Wow. That was a fantastic Yoshi Falls. Logan able to keep his composure once more, despite the pressure being all the way up in that instance. All right, we're headed to GV2 now. Frozen, I'll let you take this one.
So GV2, the shortest track in the game. You thought Yoshi Falls was short? This is 7 seconds shorter. I don't know how many of you guys have ever played versus mode, but there's a unique twist with versus mode. These blocks that are on the walls do not fall unless something comes in contact with them.
Oh,
you've ever
dude,
played online.
they threw a banana.
Oh, I heard something.
Yeah, they threw a banana. That could have been horrifying.
So these blocks in time trials and online are cycle-based, but in offline, they are not. So Logan has pretty much none of the muscle memory he's ever had playing this game on this track. It's all adaptability. and you'll see that he will be driving wonderfully through these. He's going to be taking them a lot wider. These blocks are deceivingly very challenging to avoid. If you even barely come in contact with them, they will completely stop you. They don't really allow you to even elbow grease them. It's kind of something you'll see with a lot of driving against, I think, Retro Bowser's Castle is one of the most important ones. You'll see where he's taking such pinpoint accuracy lines, he'll be driving through the walls. This is not something you want to risk on this track. And a wonderful 55-second GV2.
Wow. Very nicely said, Frozen. Very nicely done, Logan. My goodness, wrapping up a fantastic Ghost Valley 2, SNES Ghost Valley 2, 55.6. We are happy with that one. All right, unfortunately, we did not see any backspam from CPUs that race. We are hoping for good luck right here for Logan on Luigi Circuit and Mushroom Gorge. He was able to get that single shroom to start off. We were hoping for a single shroom here. Not able to get it, but that is
be
okay.
really
It's not gonna
careful
go his
here.
way.
Gotta be super careful.
Every time he has to be really careful with the CPUs everywhere. Disaster can strike at the start of Mario Raceway.
We might be good.
Just taking Yoshi along with the ride. Oh my goodness
gosh.
gracious. Yoshi activists out there, we are sorry, but Logan able to get into the spot. And here we go, a blooper, our second blooper
Might
to
be
run.
effective.
We're gonna see him
Now we're good.
nail that trick off of that pipe. No problem. The blooper not slowing him down.
pows.
A 39.3 lap one. With everything that could have gone wrong, with everything that almost went wrong, we will definitely take that. All right, headed into lap 2 here. When Logan takes this shortcut, he's going to be careful not to hit these piranha plants. These piranha plants will cost him a big chunk of time. They will spin him out. He's going to do lots of fancy drifts on this track. Tight, fast drifts, just how Logan likes it. He's going to get another trick off of this pipe. Frozen, would you like to discuss the kind of drifts that we'll be seeing from Logan today?
So we've not really touched on it that much, but you'll see that Logan tends to do a thing called a delay drift, where he doesn't input a direction as he presses his drift button. And the reason why you do that is it makes it so you can have faster flowing lines, you can get something called a soft drift way easier, and overall it makes it so the lines of the track are more consistent and it's just faster. And then you'll see another thing which is called soft drifts, which he's basically doing where he inputs a 45-degree analog direction, and you can either throw it in the corners or you can just slightly move the stick. It's easier to just put your controller in the corners. And so you'll see that very frequently in this game because for some reason Mario Kart was designed where you don't have to completely input one side or direction to get a mini turbo, and you can just slightly move it. But there is a little zone where if you do not get it correctly, you will not be getting your mini turbo boost. You will not be charging it. And Logan has practiced this a bunch over the years, and you'll see it a lot on most of these turns, if not all of them. There's a few rare instances where you'll see spin drifts, which is basically a quick left to right input or right to left input right as he goes and starts to drift. Those are for very tight corners, more of kind of being trying to basically make it so he can maneuver in more unique ways. And so on this track, you're going to see a soft drift like that. That is a very precise soft drift angle that he just did for that turn. It might not seem like a lot, but that is the level of driving mechanics that you need to have for this game. And so another thing to talk about is the importance of chain wheelies. Chain wheelies are basically the worst thing to deal with in this game for the time trial scene. Not that bad for online because they're not that important, but the reason why they're really bad for time trials is they are a one-frame input and they can save upwards to a second in every run that you do. Especially on a track like this, you'll be seeing whenever his wheelie drops right now, he's going to be trying to get that is a drop, sadly. Or, yeah, not good enough, not the best thing you can get, but he's looking to get a one-frame input every time his wheelie drops. And so the reason why he gets that is because it will basically make it so his bike will only decelerate to 94. If his bike drops all the way, he'll be down to 84 kmh, which he'll have to accelerate all the way up to. And this is the one instance of where acceleration stat could theoretically matter, but in this instance, it doesn't really outweigh anything else in the game, so you're ideally looking for a chain. And so Logan has lots of proficiency, but there's so many chains in this run that he will unfortunately not be getting all of them.
And not all the mini turbos either.
Okay. You know, that's okay. We make those mistakes. I mean, at this point, you're driving a fantastic run, so I don't think you need to be that worried about it. And so you'll see a track like this. You'll see Delfino Square, Bowser's Castle 3, Bowser's Castle 64, just to mention some of the tracks that have lots of chain wheelies on them. On those tracks, yes, there's lots of precise driving. You'll see lots of the slip drifting, or lots of the soft drifting, lots of the delay drifting, lots of the normal mechanics, but the one-frame inputs are going to start coming around. That is a very good Sherbert land given the missed Mini Turbo and lack of chain wheelies.
Yes. Indeed, well done, Logan. An impressive finish time despite the things that went wrong. Logan chugging along with this run, and this run might come to a dead stop here on this track, because on this track, we have some very scary enemies. This is Shy Guy Beach. This is GBA Shy Guy Beach, where everything can go wrong, because we have these lean, mean, fencing machines all around these tracks. They terrify me. Ugh, I shudder just the sight of them. Look at these little red creatures. I know those are not dogs, okay? They are scary. Lean, mean, fencing machines, but Logan able to dodge them just nicely, getting that low trick. That is what you want to see. He's going to avoid the water, but he's going to hop out of the way for it, because it will slow him down. A 29.3 lap one. That is what you want to see. He's going to go for that chain wheelie, not able to get it, but that is okay. Take a tight drift around that water there. Again, the water will slow him down. I see that green stuff to the left of him. I don't quite know what that is, but that stuff will slow him down as well. As we see him drift into these islands, he has to hop on every single island to not hit the water. Boom, 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 and then boom. He can drift over that last one, no problem. It will not slow him down. And oh, not able to get the low there, but that is okay. He set himself up really nicely.
Jeez.
Only a rehop there, and has to do it.
It's fine.
Okay. Okay. We will take that. That was almost costly. The palm tree almost cost him a good amount of time, but that is okay. He has to be, of course, concerned about the Shy Guy pirates potentially bombing him. Oh my goodness gracious! The lean, mean, piecing machine almost causing Logan a big time loss, but that is okay. So these bombs can actually, these cannonballs can actually hit CPUs and make them drop their items. So there will often be a lot of items littered on this track along with the lean, mean, pincing machines. But nope, Logan is okay. He's in the clear. He's wrapping up with a 128.6. Nice. We will take that. Oh, yes, we will. All right, we are headed onto Delfino Square. Fortunately, there are no terribly frightening enemies
crabs
on this track, but there's something much scarier, something much more sinister. Chain wheelies. Yeah. Oh, and we hate chain wheelies. We're going to be holding our breath. We're going to see if Logan can get this first chain wheelie of this race. Here we go.
No. No. No.
Well, you know what? We can get them next time.
Yeah, next time, surely.
Again, just like Frozen said, they are very difficult to pull off. So Logan is going to carry on. He got a green, which is good on this track. Gives him some options. He's going to drift to the left here, go over this dock. He's going to wheelie over it onto this and take a nice, tight right turn, and he's gonna dodge those crates. He's gotta be careful of those crates, just like he was on Toad's Factory. He's gonna wheelie up at that and do a nice low trick.
That was bad.
Oopsie daisy, that is okay. Able to recover nicely.
Gosh.
That does happen. Oh my goodness, not able to get a lucky ending there. He has two chains he has to worry about. That is one. I think he slightly missed it, and that he got a half.
I don't think I got either. Well, actually, first one was a half, second one was a drop.
Gotcha. Yeah. So not able to get either on that attempt, but that is a-okay. Logan's still free and in the clear. And I've noticed on this track that we're seeing more of that green stuff. I don't know what that green stuff is, but anyway, as we are headed into the second half of lap 2, did you have anything that you wanted to add, Frozen?
Nothing really that much. He's opting to do one of the safer strats, I think, all 3 laps. Something that is very unique is you see that drawbridge going down. So that drawbridge actually has very unique properties, and we can talk about how there's different trick properties as well. So in this game, there is a bunch of different tricks. You can see boost panel tricks, you can see double flip tricks, you can see zipper tricks, and then just any like surface that you can trick off, like the dock that he opts to wheelie off of. On the drawbridge, unless it's completely up or completely down, you do not really want to trick on it, because there's this, for some reason they coded it where only if the drawbridge is all the way up you can get a double flip trick, which basically is twice as good as any other trick in the game. And you'll see on this lap the drawbridge is completely down, so you'll not have to worry about it. And overall, very clean run. He opts to do all the safe strats. Just a little slight mistake, but not that much. It didn't actually lose that much time because you got your wheelie out before.
Yeah, I dropped all my speed. Yeah.
So you can kind of maintain speed while being in the off-road as long as you have some sort of boost still going and it's still active. And if you touch normal road at any point, you can get back to 97. So it's a cool little mechanic that Logan can kind of play around to, you know, make it so even if he does make a mistake, there's certain ways he can kind of fix it. And now we're moving on to GCN Waluigi Stadium, which is kind of the last super heavy tech track in the game. Almost every turn on this track and wall bounce is what that was. It's kind of an interesting strat. It's how you can get low jump or a low trick there. That's where we can go back to the trick portion. He's looking to minimize air on most tricks. And there's certain tricks where you're hopping at the very end of it, you're hopping before. In instances like this, and like Warriors Goldmine, he's using the wall to get lower air. And so you'll see on this track, he's just trying to drive really consistent lines. He did end up making the turn skip lap 1, which is the pinnacle of shortcuts on this track. It's very complex. He's basically trying to really up and down the zipper. And then at the very end, he's looking for a down trick, because when you get a down trick, you get extra traction with your back wheel. I don't know who designed it this way, but it allows this really awesome shortcut to be done. We'll see Logan attempting it here again, and he makes it. Beautiful turn skip. And that is pretty much everything about this track. And now he has to be worrying about green shells because he's on such a good pace. Do you have anything about this, Blake?
I do. I'm over here biting my fingernails. What a great lap 2 there. Oh my goodness, a 38.1. Logan is going to have to be concerned about the CPUs here, lap 3. So on the last ramp that Logan ran over a few moments ago, the CPUs can actually drop items from it.
Ooh,
oh goodness, taking that a little bit too tight, but that's okay. I have seen bombs come from right this section here. Not able to get it, that is okay. Hopefully no bombs, no bombs. Okay, perfect. I've seen them drop bombs there.
Oh, my greens.
Logan, a banana, no problem. Hopefully no backspam greens. We are stellar. Nicely done, Logan, wrapping up with a 156.5. So a couple of blunders there. Lap 3, otherwise a solid Waluigi Stadium. All right, we are jumping into our next track now. We are jumping into DS Desert Hills. Once again, Logan is going to be slowing down at the start for mushrooms, so we're going to be holding our breath in hopes that Logan can get a single shroom. So far, he got the single shroom on Luigi's Circuit. He got it on Mushroom Gorge. He was not able to get it on Raceway. We're hoping to get it right here. He's going to drop to a lower spot to hopefully draw that single shroom.
Oh my gosh, that's... Oh no, dude.
Oh no! Oh, Logan not able to get out that standstill MT. Not what you want to see, but Logan is an expert. Logan is a pro. He's going to get back up to a top spot.
Jeez, that's tough.
He's going to play it safe and sound.
I don't know the cycles.
Be careful of that pokey.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, that's a fantastic dodge there by Logan, not losing much time. Okay, he has to get up his wheelie because if he had bumped into Yoshi with that wheelie, that was a clean shortcut there by Logan. Well done.
Now we got to worry about the snakes because we're so slow.
Okay, have to worry about the fire snakes there. So Logan had to hop out of his wheelie there. Otherwise, he would have gotten really bumped by that Yoshi, causing him quite a bit of a time loss. So smooth driving.
I don't know the cycles now. I just gotta pay attention.
First half, he has to pay close attention. I've not seen Logan on this exact pace before, so we're hoping that he can pull off this cut here. Nice! So he does. He gets that wheelie out in the first half of the cut, dropping his wheelie to change the alignment to dodge that banana. Wow. Quick thinking there by Logan, not have to worry about that fire snake, doing some improv, going into that lap, and we have this fire snake up here, but we should be okay. Yes, we are okay. Nicely done, Logan, taking that turn as tight as possible. Okay, so this is a double trick here. Boom, boom. That's a it's interesting. We're going to see that again on Mario Circuit, GCN Mario Circuit. The trickable surface on that hill starts early, which allows Logan to get a double trick, which you very rarely see in this game. A great recovery there by Logan on the double trick.
That snake was there.
Oh my goodness
that was a rough
gracious.
one.
Logan putting on a clinic, not hitting those fire snakes. Logan, I am just on the edge of my seat right now. You are keeping me on my toes. Fantastic job. So again, a couple of blunders there on DS Desert Hills, but Logan recovering quite nicely. All right, when we see that double trick on DC and Mario Circuit, it's gonna be a lot tougher than it was on Desert Hills. So we're hoping Logan can pull it off there, but for now, we can't get carried away. We can't get ahead of ourselves. We are on to Bowser Castle 3, GBA Bowser's Castle 3. This is a difficult track. Lots can go wrong. There are a ton of turns that Logan has to take as tight as possible without hitting them, without hitting the enemies, and without falling off. You'll see some fire shoot from the heavens, or rather shoot from down below on these ramps. He does not go for that second to last ramp. We'll talk about that in a moment. He's gonna take this as tight as possible. Well done, going in between those thwomps. And he is going to try and get a chain wheelie right here. I believe he got it. Well done, Logan. All right, this is a sinister track because once again, we have to worry about those dastardly, those devilish, those evil chain wheelies. Not able to get it there.
Nope.
Not able to get it there either, but he was able to get at least one that lap. Still getting a 47.1 lap one. All right, as we are headed into lap 2, Frozen, anything that you wanted to add?
So this is a very precision-heavy track. Majority of the turns on this you can take very tight. You can take them frame perfect, where your bike basically goes, or your elbows in specific, go through the walls, and you'll see Logan taking turns very tightly. And there's a unique thing about these on the yellow ramps on this track. This is called Bowser's Castle 3 ramps. They're unique to this track, where they basically have this weird property where you can almost suck your Funky Kong's back tire into the ramp, where you can get these low jumps. And you'll see on all these low jumps, he will be doing that, and he'll be trying to perform a side trick. And the reason why he does that is because if he does a side trick, his back wheel will hit the ground sooner than later. And so you'll be seeing him attempt these one more time. They are the most important part of the track aside from the chain wheelies. So ideally, if he gets these every single one except this last one here, he'll be hopping onto it before to minimize air. You do not want to be going for the wheel suck on the last one, mainly because there's no real way to consistently make it over the gap. There's something weird about that last fourth ramp where it basically is just really inconsistent. It's kind of the mixture to do with how far the gap is and how the properties of those tricks work, but he does a fantastic job on BC3 clean driving.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
fine.
not that bad.
Yeah.
For no chains, it's pretty good.
That's pretty good,
Except,
yeah.
except the smallest chain possible on the track.
Yeah.
Well said, Frozen. Well done, Logan, as we saw Logan expertly snipe that banana with that green shell on the last straight of lap 3, not having to change the alignment. Okay, we are headed to N64 DK's Jungle Parkway, and what is that stuff to the right? I really have no idea what that green stuff is, but here we go, starting this race off. He is going to drift a couple times around this turn here. Looking clear of the CPU so far, looking fine, looking dandy, and he has to be careful on this track. Lots can go wrong. He is going to, let's see if he goes. Oh, he's going for it. He's going nice for that wheelie over that mysterious green stuff, and he nails it, as only Logan can. Logan making things that are hard look easy, and here we go, drifting around these corners. He is gonna have to be very careful when he approaches this cave section lap 1 and every single lap, because red shells can hit him when he's turning left. Even if he has something behind him, like the banana, he is not protected from red shells hitting him from that angle. Fortunately, he was okay. Lap 1's the scariest, so hopefully we're in the clear. But with how well Logan has been driving today, there's always a possibility of a CPU slow owning him, of him getting close to lapping a CPU, potentially even lapping a CPU, so we're always worried about that. Bowser looks like he's trailing behind right now, and again, you do not want to see heavyweights in last place. They could always bump Logan off the track when he's about to lap them. Not good. All right, as we're headed into the second half of lap 3, did you want to add anything about this track, Frozen?
So this track is very unique, where it is a complete slippery road track. There's some weird foreign substance on the sides of the track that I don't really know what it is at this point. I do know what this is. I'm pretty sure this is mud over here, but that green stuff I'm not too familiar with. But there's something really cool that there's a strategy in this now where you can hop over the green stuff. And you can do that in actually quite a bit of places on this track. It's a newer strategy that has been done, where you basically get a mini turbo before this turn, way before, you mini turbo wheelie off, and you can skip whatever that green stuff is. And then there's another one which Logan will probably not be doing, which is right here where you can skip that turn. But it's basically how 16 years of Mario Kart development has kind of been portrayed in this game. And overall, he does a fantastic time driving this track, and overall, very good, very clean. Yeah. It's a very consistent track.
20.
That's a very good time, a sub 220. Dude, you are in great pace right now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I will not lie either, Logan. This has been a fantastic run. This has been a nail-biting
Need items
run.
to go right,
Unfortunately,
like right now. Like, please.
Yes. We need items to go right indeed. Logan is hoping to get a single stream to start off because, again, he is going to be slowing down for streams at the start of this race. He has not been able to get these last 2 tries. Hoping for a single shroom. Yes!
Gotta be careful.
Okay, now he has to be careful. This is the hardest part here. All the CPUs, all the items. That CPU hitting that banana right there. He has to get good QM, good RNG. No, he was not able to get good luck there. So he hit that off-road. You want to see Logan get some elevation. Just like on Daisy Circuit going into the stairwell, you want to see Logan get elevation with that wheelie. That way he does not hit the off-road. He has to dodge those piranha plants very carefully. And now we're going to see what we discussed on Desert Hills. We're going to see Logan go for this double trick here on this ramp. We'll see if he can get it. Boom, and then boom. So not as fast as he wanted. He was able to at least still get 2 tricks, but there's a super fast way to do that he was not able to get. Hopefully we see that today. We're going to see good luck from Logan. Boom.
Wow.
Hi,
There we go,
Brayden.
manifesting his own luck. Hello, Brayden. My goodness gracious, as only Brayden can. Brayden gifting Logan with that good luck. Lap 2, Brayden. Always a pleasure to see a familiar and friendly face. All right, here we go on to lap 3. Logan is going to get a trick off of this, dodging those Goombas. It is not faster to do this Roomba on this strat.
Really good lap.
And there we go. He gets that double trick, a 30 point. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I am not ready for this. I have not been prepared. Oh, I'm not able to get it. Logan having to drive forward on that grass a little bit, but that lap 2 has left me speechless. My goodness gracious. All right, Logan having to go in the center here because the piranha plants will hit him a chain. There we go. That is what we want to see. And then now we're going to see if we can wrap up this Mario Circuit strong. Okay, not able to get it. So I would say we're more than happy with that one. A 137.1 with the 2, off-road hits that Logan got. Obviously, we would have hoped to get that, but at least Logan got that single shroom at the beginning. All right. We're headed to SNES Mario Circuit 3. This track. I know there's a ton to say about this track.
Would you say it's one of the tracks of all time?
I would say it's the track of all time, Jiggy. Frozen, I think only the track indeed with all of the dogs in the world. Frozen, I'll let you take this one away.
This might be one of the most complex tracks in Mario Kart history, especially this game. There's lots of very precise, great turns that are reliant of lots of slip softs and everything. There is actually there's a cool strat here where there is a triple main turbo. It is kind of precise, but aside from that, there's not really much. You're also going to see a very rare case of a hard drift, which he is not doing a delay drift. It is the alternative to a delay drift. And so a very unique thing about this track that we will talk about, because I think it's only fitting given that it's the most important track in the run. It is the only track in the entire game that does not have one form of glitch, if that's super grinding or a massive shortcut. This is the only pure track in Mario Kart Wii left, and I don't think it will ever be solved. And we're gonna see, going into lap 3, just another very simple race, and that's Mario Circuit 3, I'd say. I don't think you'll hit the pipe, but it might get a little scary at the end here. Very good, though.
Sorry, Frozen. I was writing all of that down. This is the most complex track I've ever seen in my entire life. Wow.
No, I get it. That's hard track. It's a very hard track.
But I gotta say, it did look a little flat. All right, headed into this next race. We are headed into Peach Gardens. Oh, we're headed into Peach Gardens, DS Peach Gardens. Logan is going to try to get triple mushrooms again as soon as he can. He's gonna first, of course, try to get a single shroom here to start. We'll see if he can get lucky with that single shroom, and there we go. That's what you want to see. He does not have to worry about the CPUs this time because boom, he's already back in the first place. But that shell, oh my goodness, that shell almost hitting him, almost costing him a big time loss, but he's able to navigate it. No problem as we say, hi, Brayden. Oh, hello, Brayden. Always lovely to see you. All right, and here we go. Logan is gonna take this turn as tight as he can. There we go, and then boom, a spin drift right there into that wheelie, and then here we go. Dodging these Monty Moles, being careful of the course hazards around this track. All right, so far looking like a good Peach Gardens for Logan, able to start off with that single shroom, a 44 opener. Oh my goodness, oh no, oh no, oh my goodness gracious. Logan expertly dodging that red shell, having it drift a little bit to the left so it fell off the track. Boy, you very rarely see that, especially when Logan has the lead that he has right now. That shell really went a far and long way to get to him, so very nicely done, Logan. All right, Frozen, I will let you take it away from here.
So there is a unique element of this track, which is that the world record history of this track was not normally Funky Kong and the Flame Runner. There is a other option for time trials in this game where you use the spear. It's basically the fastest bike in the game, but the drift radius is not really good. It makes it so you can't really take the lines too well on other tracks. So that's why Flame Runner is the most optimal character combo in the game. And so for the longest time, this track in specific was actually a spear automatic transmission track. And so in recent discovery, there is a strat that you just saw Logan do, and there's another strat that he only attempted lap 1, but unfortunately didn't get it correctly, where it basically made it so, as of recently, the Flame Runner is now the most optimal vehicle in the game for this track as well. For majority of it, it's because if you just look at the track, it's basically a square, but like the square kind of gets inverted a little bit. It's just long straights, and the spear excels at that. And so it's quite wonderful to see after every year that this game goes by. Every single track can have little micro changes that completely revolutionize how the tracks are driven. And right now we're about to see what is arguably one of the most inconsistent tracks that are purely driving, not really stat-based or strat-based, that Logan will try to be driving very precisely. Fun fact, this track holds Logan's first ever world record, so he's got very good connections with it. And we see a really mad mountain. I think that shows how Logan feels after the last track.
But Frozen, it has a cannon.
It does have a cannon. But those cannons, hey man, I play online, those cannons aren't too great because people can dodge shocks in them. That's a cool element of the game. You won't see it here because we do not see all items on. But Logan will be going as fast as possible through the majority of these turns. This track is very reminiscent of actual Formula 1 driving, shockingly, because most of the turns on this track are very dependent on the previous turns and then whatever turn is next. So you'll see, you'll see this turn right here. He's looking for a stick. If he gets a stick here, which he will, he's not getting any sticks. But there's a strat here where you basically can go max speed and hold all the way back.
Yeah, that was fun.
Not performing correctly, but it's okay. But it's kind of where it goes back to how I see it as like a Formula 1 track, where it's very reliant on the next turn, how you're going to approach a turn. And so we'll maybe see on this next lap here, Logan is going to be trying to get that stick on the road after cannon, take tighter than the ramp, and then hopefully get a chain or this precise thing that Logan does where he cancels a wheelie and then restarts it as he's about to land on the road.
Oh my gosh.
There's a cool, that's unfortunate. No sticks
goodness.
at all is absolutely unfortunate.
Not a lucky.
It sets up. It pretty much it sets up the whole track if you get that stick. It pretty much, I think.
It makes it so there's free flowing throughout the whole thing. If you mess up this one little thing, you're losing upwards to half a second, to even a second a lap or more. But it's still okay.
It's fine.
Not wonderful, but I think 2 seconds loss is not that bad.
Not the worst. That's a tough track.
Indeed. Logan wrapping that up nicely. Very well said, Frozen. We are headed to our last track, N64 Bowser's Castle. Unfortunately, the game saved the worst for last for us. A lot of things can go wrong on this track, but fortunately, we have friends here. Just like we had Brayden, we have Steve. Steve is in this cage up here. That lovely thwomp inside that cage. Hi, Steve. Bye, Steve. We'll see you a couple more times. Logan pulling that green shell to start off the race. That is good. He has to be careful of all the course hazards. Stage hazards here. There we go. Perfect. A nice turn there by Logan. Take this as tight as possible. Go a little left to dodge that. Outstanding. That is what you want to see. And here we go. Logan drifting off the side here. And we're going to see Logan take this as tight as possible. Frozen, what is that green stuff? He's more of that green stuff. Do you have any idea what that is?
I was looking at the textbooks earlier. It starts with a G, I think.
Is it
Gravel?
grass?
I heard grag.
Gravel?
Gravel.
I heard grack.
Ooh, crack. Ooh.
Yeah. That's
like
what chat
rock?
said.
Like
Chat,
grack? Rock?
Yeah, chat said it was
Oh.
grack.
Grack. Okay. Well, I've never touched grack before. Has anyone in chat ever touched grack? I certainly have not. That green stuff is a mystery to me. But you know what's not a mystery to Logan? Is great driving. Tight turns.
Oh my gosh.
Just like that one right there.
Ooh.
Dodging that banana. My goodness gracious, Logan, making it look easy. All right, we're in the second half of lap 2. Frozen, anything that you wanted to add?
Nothing really much. He's been driving fantastically. You guys are actually witnessing one of the greatest runs of this category that has ever existed. Logan has done a grand job at this entire time with very minimal mistakes, with great driving. We're going to see
I'm gonna fall off
the
the
last
last
track here. Do not fall off the last turn. You will not. Don't think about it too hard.
Nice.
You might fail it. We're going to look at one more chain here. It's the final one frame of the run. He does get it. There you go.
88 maybe. It was like second best drop.
Was it second best?
I
It looked
think
really good because
maybe.
of the stairs. Or, I mean, not stairs, the wood.
Yeah, the
But
wood.
either way, wonderful run. Logan, do you have anything you want to say about this run, even though you have to worry about these bananas up here?
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta improvise. Yeah, honestly, if we don't make any more mistakes through the last 3 turns, yeah, honestly, I'm really thrilled with this run. I don't know what else to add on. It's just I was locked in.
Logan, I don't think you need to add anything with how well you've driven today. We have time coming up.
Yep,
Of course,
time
helps you
here
do the honors,
soon.
Logan. Logan's gonna do one last twirl.
And time.
All right.
Let's go. GG.
done,
Good job, Logan.
Huge hypes in the
Wow,
chat.
what a
Claps in the
run.
chat. Get your favorite hype emoji. That was awesome. That was really cool.
Logan, you crushed that.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
really good, man.
What was
That
the final
pretty
time on that?
Final
23?
time.
What was the fun?
23?
final time is 1:13:23.
I don't know where that ranks.
Wait, how close is that to
That's
your PB,
really
Logan?
close, I think.
Wait.
I have no idea what it is.
No, I have it. You're
Oh, it's like 10 seconds slower.
what? Oh wait, your PB I thought was a
Wait,
1:13:20.
Oh, it is a 1:13:20.
It's 3
Did you
seconds
PB?
slow.
Oh,
It's 1:13:23.
that is actually so the in-game time world record is 1:13:20. So close.
That was very close.
Yeah.
That was
Very good run.
incredible.
Yeah.
That was actually insane. Thank you so much, Logan. That was awesome. For everybody that's watching here, definitely go give Logan a follow at the actual chat. If you go over the title of the show, you can hover over Logan's name and hit that big old heart button. That was pretty incredible. And same for our amazing commentators as well. Please go
Yes.
give Frozuppy and DKSC for life a follow. You can do that in the pinned chat, or just post something to chat. I'm sure everybody will see it. That was an incredible run. That was really good. So thank you so much there Logan. Tell the audience what do you do on your channel? What do you do? Do you just play Mario Kart, or what else do you watch?
I play a few games, but yeah, mostly I would say 80%, 90% Mario Kart Wii. I time trial at a pretty decently high level, relatively high. If you know, you know. And Geometry Dash.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blake. What?
Yeah, and Logan is actually going for Coconut Mall world record right now. He's been trying to get that. He wants to add yet another world record to his arsenal. So again, make sure you follow Logan on his Twitch. You do not want to miss his next world record.
World record coconut wall. I'm in. I'm so in. That's gonna be gonna be great.
It's a long grind.
Well, thank you very, very much for this epic run of Mario Kart. Once again, everybody, please go give Logan a follow. This was a lot of fun. Stick around, though. Stick around. We got some more Mario coming up. But first, a few announcements. First off, GDQ channel. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got a ton of stuff going on. We got this weekend, Team Hitless is showcasing a whole weekend of, hopefully, Hitless showcase races. It's all benefiting the American Heart Association. So stay tuned October 4th through 6th and watch some Games Done Hitless live here at twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick. But not just that. Oh, not just that. This winter in Pittsburgh, GDQ 2025 is coming at you January 5th through the 12th. Registration and hotel is up. You can do that. Game submission is also up right now. You can check it out on the you can check it out at GamesDoneQuick.com. Submissions are open until October 6th. I haven't put in my submission yet. Type 1 if you put yours in. I'm doing it. I promise. But yeah, I just want to say thank you all for hanging out here with our Mario showcase today. Again, my name is Jiggy, and I'm hanging out all day with you. And your subs and your bits and your primes really help Hotfix keep going. So if you like welcome back, everybody. GDQ Hotfix. We got Super Mario Odyssey World Peace coming at you with Platycorn. Welcome to the show. Thank you all for hanging out. Once again, my name is Jiggy, and I hope that you're all having a great night. All Mario tonight. Right after this run, we actually are going to Kiara over on Game Masters for the second half of Mario RPG. So again, stick around all night, but I think it's time. Let's get into it. Super Mario Odyssey. Platty, how are you?
What's up? I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited about this run. So for everybody that doesn't know, what is World Peace?
Yeah, so World Peace is basically like any percent, but a little bit slower because we're actually going to be helping the people in the kingdom instead of just gunning it straight for Bowser. So that's the goal. We're going to try and get all the story requirements and beat the end of the game. Hooray.
That's awesome. We also got Philly here. Philly here is doing some commentary. How are you?
Hello, I am doing pretty good. Thank you.
Excited. All right. Why don't you just give a little bit of a rundown on who you are and what you do before we get started?
Yeah, so my name is Philly. I'm a multi-Mario speedrunner. I actually used to run Odyssey mainly. That used to be like the bread and butter. And then I led off to the wonderful land of Super Mario Sunshine, and I do enjoy Sunshine a lot. I know it's a hot take, but
no, it's my favorite. We can be hot takes together. Yes. It's fine. Don't touch us, Platty, okay?
Listen, I'm Galaxy. I don't know if I'm any better when it comes to speedrun wise.
All right, whenever you're ready, take it away. World Peace.
Yep, let's go. The timer is going to start when I say go, and I'm going to count down from 3. So we're going to start 3, 2, 1, go.
woo!
Yay.
This is clap, chat, clap.
Clap, woo. Yeah, World Peace starts out like any other Odyssey category. We have to go through Cap, and then we have to go through Cascade, and then Sand is where it starts to get a little funky, but for now, Mario wakes up stranded, classic. Gotta get him to consciousness, gotta make sure he's okay. And we have our friend Cappy here, and our journey begins. How about that?
Yeah, it's another. Yeah, I like this Mario story compared to a lot of other Mario stories. I think that they did really well with this one. I like the exploration, a little more open world, kind of going back to, less linear, which I think a lot of people enjoyed in their speedruns experience, and why this game became so popular as a speedrun. One of the most speedrun games in gaming history. So, pretty cool.
I think this game is.
No, please go.
I was gonna say, I think that this game is one of those miracle video games where it should just not have been as good as it was. You know what I mean?
You know, a lot of people hail like Super Mario 64 as, you know, the king of speedrunning just because it's so iconic, but I think this game is fantastic with its movement. Like, it's not only just really good movement in general, but it's good movement for getting into it. It has a high skill ceiling, so you'll see some really high level runners do some crazy stuff. So I love watching this game. I think watching this game is a joy. Running it, I'll say it's a joy. I'll say it's a joy.
All right, Platty, I get it, Platty. You're pandering to the GDQ speedrun audience when in reality we all know you just like being a frog. I get it. Me too. Okay.
Listen, if I had to add one capture to this game, I would want it to be a bear. Oh my goodness, if you could turn into a bear in this game, somebody make a mod, please.
Yeah.
You were
Crafty boss.
corn.
Add bears to Mario Odyssey.
No, if I could turn into corn in this game, that would be sick. There is corn in this game, it's just, you know, not transformable, however it goes. That was
Capturable?
Yep, capturable? Oh, yeah, I guess. I meant more so like Mario transforms into it, but capture is what the ability is called. You're so right. That's why you're the commentator. I just run.
And we're out of Cap Kingdom!
Yay! You know, one of the nicest things about this game is that while there are, like, you know, a decent amount of cutscenes, it doesn't really matter because you can just skip them all. Straight from the get-go. Not even on, like, a second playthrough, you can just skip them, which is very, very nice.
Yeah, that is something that I think a lot of runners are always joyous to see as one of the first things we kind of always look for. Because I'm sure that you hear back in the day before we had Hacked File and Super Mario Sunshine and like other games, and like I think even in 64, people are getting annoyed with the intro to that. And that's like nothing compared to a lot of unskippable cutscenes in many games.
Bro, I run Galaxy. I know.
Galaxy's nice when you're doing 120 though, and you get that credits break. That's pretty solid.
That is true. The best built-in break you got.
Yeah, outside of that, yeah, too much downtime. This game's kind of insane. I mean, Tyron is the world record holder for any percent. I believe he's gotten to a point, and I'm sure other people have now too, but the downtime that adds up from like when you cannot move Mario, such as like the moon animations and everything else, there's more downtime than gameplay at this point, which is still wild to think about. Because there's like barely any downtime with this.
Yeah, no. Odyssey is very input intensive, very just... You're always doing something. It feels like you're always doing something. Always getting ready for the next thing. Always looking for minor movement optimizations.
Yeah, and speaking of movement, Lindsay, do you want to talk about what you just did there, that trick to get up to this arena?
Oh yeah, so that's Dino Skips. There are two tricks right at the beginning of Cascade. They are both Dino Skips, although the other one is just Dino Skip Skip. But in Dino Skip, the one that I just did, you take the big old dinosaur, put him on the trampoline, and he is able to skip pretty much all of the level right up to the Madame Brutal fight. There's a different version that you can do, which is super, super hard. Pretty much only top level runners do it. They will go on the side of the wall right after you get the first moon and do some crazy jumping up there, and it's super precise and yada yada. We didn't do it. It doesn't matter because we got the moon regardless.
That reminds
and
me
now
of...
Platty has collected... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, that reminds me of my only time speedrunning when I play Sunshine and I do Gelato Skip Skip. It's when
Gelato Skip Skip.
It's when I just do Gelato. I do Gelato Beach because I can't do the skip.
That's unfortunate. Gelato Beach Skip is actually one of the first tricks I personally learned. Because I remember watching speedrunning back in the day. I'd watch a lot of Raise Fire and Fire Dragon. And I was like, I want to try this. It may have taken like 3 hours to finally get it once, but nowadays
I still can't do it.
I have it. Hit me up. We'll have a powwow. Get jiggy through GPS.
Look, I'm only good at Zelda games, and even those I'm not even good at.
That's fair. Look, I'm quote good at games. I'm good enough at games. That's always my main goal. I know I don't have the time or like the drive to be the best of the best, but as long as I'm good enough.
All right, so this menu, I feel like I have to bring up this menu because it can be the most annoying thing. In this game, there is a decent amount of text mashing, and as you saw there, I just had to switch over from from Cascade to Sand. That is the only map select where you have to scroll over yourself. Usually it just puts you right on the next one. However, if you're just spamming, you can accidentally get locked into like pressing Cascade over and over again, and Cappy's like, "We're here, where do you want to go next?" But we didn't do that, thankfully.
Oh no, menuing.
Bro,
the horror.
I
As a
swear.
Zelda runner, does that scare you? That we have to do a little bit of menuing?
Oh no! I mean, you should just go watch Skyward Sword at any percent. That entire game is menuing.
Oh,
Pippi's gonna. I mentioned
many.
Skyward Sword. Gymnast and Pippi are gonna show up in my chat the chat right now.
Skyward Sword is. I still haven't beaten that one yet, actually.
This is a good one.
I need to play that one.
Yeah. I also don't speedrun, so I just play game.
I just
Yeah,
game.
that's fair.
Yeah, I actually.
fair.
There's an ongoing bit. It's not even a bit. It's real that I actually only became a showrunner at GDQ to get over my fear of speedrunners. So just thank you for helping me.
You know what? Honestly, I don't blame you. We're scary.
I'm
Yeah.
facing my fear.
And that's good. That's a good thing.
Ooh, the movement here.
A little bit of movement. We're doing some moon collecting in sand. Very, very classic start here. It will get a little bit different because we do opt for a lot of the moons that are in World Peace are in any percent as well, just because they're fast moons. But I think World Peace is interesting because you have to kind of balance out what are the fastest moons that you can do while getting now the story objectives instead of just running the game fast.
Yeah, and a lot of the times you're gonna see Platty here. I'm not sure if we went into this, so I apologize if we did. But you're going to see Mario like do a quick spin and then a ground pound, and that's called a spin pound. It's the fastest way to do a ground pound. But I'm gonna stop talking about spin pounds because I think Platty's good at that.
Nah, you go for it. Talk about IP quick.
Okay, cool. IP clip. So the fun thing is, if we were playing this game in English, Cappy tells us right here, Mario, you can't brute. We can't just brute force through walls. Well, speedrunners don't like to listen to the rules, and so what you saw Lottie do right there, which is Hoggers, is IP clip, and basically it is a roll cancel clip. There's some areas in this game where Mario will be enough in a ledge, and if you do a roll cancel, you can actually just clip through the wall, and the wall doesn't exist anymore. It's our favorite things to do. Find whatever we can. A lot of them actually got patched back in the day when Balloon World became a thing because Nintendo's like, yeah, you gotta stop.
You cannot cheat in a video game.
Cheating's banned.
Banned.
Yeah, we just have to end the stream if you cheat. That's the rules on GDQ.
Uh-oh. Don't look at the screen. Don't look at the screen. Then.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a nice one. And I believe someone also asked earlier, language, and we were talking about cutscenes and mashing through everything. I believe that this is currently played in simplified Chinese as the fastest language. A lot of people do research into what is the fastest language, and it is a job I would never want to do.
Yeah, no. And speaking of which, actually, I believe semi-recently it was changed from simplified to traditional. I think at one point it was traditional, and then it went back, and now it's up again. And I swear it's by 0.1. I think it saves 0.1 seconds.
Yeah, so either be optimal or get out,
Worth. So,
Is that just
I
'cause-
switched it.
Is that just because of text boxes or characters?
Yeah, just characters, just word length in general. There's just less text boxes overall.
Yeah,
and so Chinese saves about 15 to 20 seconds over English, I believe.
Yes. And that, yeah, a lot of text boxes, some things that can be said in the with Chinese characters or simplified Chinese, it can just really condense things. So what would take up 2 text boxes that you have to mash through on English is just 1. And over time, it definitely just adds up. And it's actually interesting because there's no, I know it's probably just a thought. Oh, well, I guess every run just does in Chinese, simplified or traditional then, like if it's like that. No, you're wrong. In SM64, it's Japanese. In SMS, it's Italian. That's the fastest language. However, Japanese is the fastest load time. So like people play there. And then I believe Galaxy, which is Patty's bread and butter as well, Korean, right?
Yep. A lot of people didn't use Korean in Galaxy just because, or at least not at the beginning, because you had to have an actual Korean Wii in order to play on a Korean disc, and obviously, you know, that's kind of an expensive investment to make. So people just started doing Korean now with the inclusion of 3D All Stars on the Switch.
Speak for yourself. All of my consoles since the day I was born, they were all from Korea. That's
No way. You were ready.
Imaginary.
My parents knew that was the fastest console.
Like, but is that like a torture method for you? Because it would attract speedrunners, which is like your greatest fear.
True. Oh, wow. We didn't even think about this.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to like suggest family therapy or anything, but just some mental notes.
Yeah, and also what I did there, which I did a little bit earlier, was I did a bullet bill boost. There's a specific set of inputs that you can do in order to actually make yourself go faster with the bullet bill. You shake and hold Y on the, like, up until the first one, and then as soon as, or like a little bit before the second roll that you see the bullet bill does, if you let go, it just starts going crazy. I think I explained that right. But yeah, so we do that a couple times in sand. I don't know if we do it anywhere else in the round. I don't think so. Bullet bill is kind of only here.
In this run now, we do it in bullet building 90%. Hopefully.
No, I was just gonna say, this game is crazy. Like, I was definitely very, very into speedrunning this game back in 2020, 2021, and I had to take a little break, you know, for college and yada yada, whatever. But coming back to the game and just seeing all the different routes that have been implemented and different like glitches that have been discovered too, it's crazy to me. I always love seeing the development of speed games, especially ones that are like semi-newer, because there's just bound to be some stuff that haven't been discovered yet. So I live for that.
Yeah, that's what. Honestly, it's kind of the buzzkill whenever people leak games and they get out ahead of time. Because for me, I think a really fun part of it is the community aspect of, hey, let's all get this route together. But now sometimes you'll have people be like, oh yeah, I've been doing this for a week. And it's like, but with Odyssey, I remember going to like Your Pie's stream and other streams when they were like, all right, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. And it's like, oh crap, we're all going to be working together on like the route, and the chat was interacting with this.
I think we've seen a little bit of that with the new Zelda game.
Yeah, I've seen some things on Twitter, actually, like floating bed.
Yeah, I saw that too today.
The floating bed or the flying bed?
The flying bed.
Oh,
flying bed.
I think I'm the inventor of that. Like, not a joke. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, yo.
I don't know. Maybe? Did you see my video of it?
No, I wish I did now.
Oh.
Though. I feel like a fake. I feel like a
No,
fraud.
maybe I'm the fraud.
I'm just keeping it buck with you. It's all on Twitter.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, interesting. I was like, oh, is that a bed? That's crazy.
Hey, use a tornado guy and you fly. It's great.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Interesting.
And with that, we are done with the Sand Kingdom. Yay!
Yay.
Which I've got to say, I need more video games, honestly, particularly Mario games, to do night deserts. I love the vibe of night sand, and we don't even get it for long, because as soon as we do this, we'll come back to the overworld, and now it's just day. I want my night. I liked the nighttime cozy vibes, and we never get it back.
I would like the night desert more if it didn't have the mummies spawning.
I
It'd be
mean,
more fun
yeah.
to explore.
But just like, you know, night deserts in general. Bring them to
Yeah,
video
that's fair.
gaming.
I just would like
Need
more
more.
day-night cycles. I know that that's like a lot because you have to have a night mode and a day mode, but this game already had it for most of the places, right? Or at least a few of them.
Some of them, yeah.
Like New Donk City has one.
yes. Well, New Donk's more so like Bad Storm. Like we call it Night Metro, but I'm pretty sure I want to say that's a storm.
I think so. Bowser probably brought in some clouds. He can control the weather, right? Something like that.
Do whatever he wants, apparently. Good for Jack Black.
Good for Minecraft,
Do
Steve.
whatever he wants. Minecraft Steve.
I am Steve.
Yep. That's the thing, Jack Black. I just call him by his most recent role. You know, if I'm mentioning him, so it's like he was Claptrap for a couple of weeks. Now he's Minecraft Steve. I do the same thing.
I'm sure you'll have plenty more.
Oh yeah.
So like, wait, when there's like a sequel, does he revert back?
Oh
like,
yeah.
So if when there's a Super Mario like 2 movie,
He'll go back to
gonna be Bowser
Bowser.
again?
Yeah, he'll go back to Bowser again. But right now he's Minecraft Steve.
yeah, fair.
He will forever be Minecraft Steve in our hearts.
No,
Okay.
I don't like that casting. But anyway,
It's interesting. Anyway, fish. We're now in Lake, which is honestly pretty straightforward. It's one of the shortest kingdoms. We get a couple moons, swim around in the fish, fight the rabbits. But yeah, the Broodals are also... Let's talk about that. How do we feel about the Broodals in this game? 'Cause this is... I think... Is this the only game that they're in?
Yes.
This is the only game that the Broodals are in. For those that don't know the canonical lore, they're part of the wedding planning team hired by Bowser, under Madame Brood, who was the first Broodal we fought in Cascade. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about them though. I'll be real. The funniest thing to me is always going to be like using a practice mod and not having music and fighting them because you hear how goofy the sound effects are every time you hit them.
It was funny because when the game first came out, I was just excited that it wasn't the Bowser's like nephews. It wasn't the Koopalings.
Oh, the Koopalings? You don't like the Koopalings?
I do, but we saw the Koopalings for years.
That's true. That's true.
Nintendo had like a Koopaling phase where they were like, "Hey, Mario 3, remember that game?"
Okay, can I say a hot take? Can I say a hot take about the Koopalings?
Say it
I
up.
absolutely do not like how many slots they take up in Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
That always, they could just be skins. I don't know why they're all separate. Like, we could have had Rob in Mario Kart 8, and we don't, and that makes me sad.
I mean, they could have also just had them all and still added Rob.
I mean, also true, but...
Yeah, I don't know what a lot of games do that though. It's like even just slight alter variants. It's like, yeah, they play the same. Actually, do they all? Are all
I have
of
no
them?
idea. I don't play
Some
any
of them have different weight classes. I don't know. Any Mario Karters still left in the chat from the we had? They might know.
We have a question for you.
Yeah,
Logan, please come back.
at Logan, return.
Which, by the way, phenomenal run. I was dropping in and out as I was prepping for today, and he was absolutely killing it.
Yeah, that was a really fun run to watch. I didn't even have to say anything. I just came in to make a funny quip here and there, but they were killing it.
Yep. Now we are into Wooded, which Wooded is a very interesting kingdom. It's a very tough kingdom, definitely, as you get to a higher skill level. There's some clips here and some funky routing and stuff, but for World Peace, it is fairly straightforward. There's a couple different movements or
But it's got that
routes you
ska.
can do for this, but- That what?
That ska. You're
The
going
dome
there.
in the sky?
No, the ska. You're going there. You're gonna hear the ska soon.
Please tell me, please. I need to hear it. I'm excited. Also, I'm gonna try and do nut clip here. It saves like a little bit of time. I didn't get it. That's okay. But there's a little clip you can do here with the moons. You can do them for a lot of moons. If it's near like a wall or anything like that, you do a certain move set at a precise timing, and you can clip into just about any wall as long as the moon is close to it.
Ska time.
ska. Did I do it?
No, what are you talking? No, it's just the song. The song is it's ska music. Oh my god, I can't believe
you don't want to hear
mansplaining this. I can't believe it.
You don't want to hear my take on the ska music.
You don't like the ska music?
Overrated.
Okay, all right.
I look, it's not a bad song. However, I think my whole thing with it is it's more surfer beachy vibes.
Yeah, ska music.
Wooded.
It's ska.
Is that what ska music is?
Ska music is.
We have been on the same page this whole time.
Yes.
My bad. I am so sorry.
No, you're fine.
We're learning here.
Ska.
I agree with you that it's not like woodland. It's very beach.
Yeah. Like I'm just thinking like it's like a roaming area for a rocket power video game.
Yeah. Platty, what's your favorite song from this game?
The last one. I always forget what it is, but the one that plays when you are in Polaris?
Oh, the like you're talking about oh my god, I don't even remember the name of it, but you're talking about like
I
ending
always forget the
credits,
name
right?
too. But you know what I
Everyone
mean.
forgets the song, but it's incredible.
Yeah, it's we'll sing it at the end. Well,
Yeah.
I won't sing it. We'll sing it in our hearts. That is my favorite song though. Other than that, honestly, the Lane. I have this thing with whenever I speedrun a game, sometimes the music becomes cursed. Like I can't listen to it and not think of speedrunning, and then I was just like, oh, it's not the vibe. But the Lane, I can always listen to the Lane. It's so relaxing. It's beautiful.
Blaine is good. I think my favorite is Moon Cave.
I think I'm broken. Did you call it bubbling? I thought it was bubbly.
That's a drink.
Bubbling?
Hashtag not sponsored.
Oh, this is where
bubbling.
Jiggy can't read returns as a meme.
I think it is
If you want to feel better, Jiggy, I got you. I first played this game when it came out, and no one stopped me for the first like 3 months of me speedrunning, calling Luncheon Luncheon. So,
No, that's what I call
New
it. Wait, it's
evolution?
not? It's not Luncheon?
No, it's luncheon.
no, it's Luncheon.
What?
Yeah. You know, like the Simpsons thing? Ah, beautiful day for a luncheon. Yeah, that.
But it's spelled Luncheon
Oh, what the-
Kingdom.
Weird angle.
No, that's how you spell luncheon.
Okay. All right. I'm leaving. Good night.
Jiggy's heart got broken live on stream. Oh my goodness.
You know what? This is just like the two brain cells of one Phillies fan ready for Red October to another. Jiggy and I are just thinking, please don't let this be the year.
My favorite song in this game, but I'm very biased, is New Donk City. I'm a Metro Kingdom fan. I'm from New York
That's
City.
the one that's cursed the most for me. Whenever I hear that in a
Really?
playlist, I'm like, oh, skip it. I can't.
Yeah. Especially like the beginning now. It's like a jump scare. Da, 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 da,
For
da.
real.
It's good.
It is good,
It's good.
but I can't listen to it outside the speedrun anymore. No
That's
way.
fair. Also, Platty, you're killing it with this movement. Chat, can we get some hype in the chat? The movement's
Aw.
crazy.
Thank you. You know, I was a little intrigued about how my movement would go for this game. Gyro? I'm like fighting the gyro right now.
Oh
This
my
is fine.
gosh.
Alright, we got it anyway. I don't know if you can see that, doesn't matter. But, you know, I had to work on my movement a lot before this run because it honestly had been a hot minute since I had run this game, but I still love Odyssey. I always knew that I would come back to it at some point. And so that's the thing that's really cool, is that the more you watch Odyssey runners, the more you see like variances in their movement. And I think that's just so neat when there's a speed run where, yeah, a lot of the movement can be standardized, at least when it comes to the top. But when you're like in the transitional phases between, you know, getting like a 120 at any percent to getting like a 105 at any percent, there's just so many different movement optimizations that you can try out and see whatever one feels comfortable, whatever one you feel comfortable with at the same time. And then when you get like a nice string of movements together, it's just so lovely.
Yeah, which is actually funny because you mentioned you just came back to it, and you also did just get a PB in this category.
This is true. I PB'd by 4 seconds, and it honestly might have not even been a real PB because I learned different routing. But we'll say it's a real PB. We'll say it's a real PB.
How would that negate a PB?
It doesn't, but sometimes in my mind it does. But it doesn't. We won't say it will. Anyway, I also love doing this during this fight. I just love this guy looking at me and walking. It makes me happy. Yeah, which I always forget what these things are actually called because I just call them onions. They're little onions.
Oh, why am I blanking now?
This is my...
I was about to say it, and then you called them onions, and I forgot.
They're just called onions now. Sorry. Sorry,
this is my
rebranding.
my third favorite circular room Mario boss. The first one is Peter. We love Peter. Peter is a great boss in a circular room. And then after that is Hand Dude from Galaxy. That's a circular room.
What's up with Nintendo and Hand?
I just like him because he's like he's a rock boss, but you have to like do the spin move with the ghosts. You play that game.
Poltergeist is not a fan favorite in the speedrunning community.
Yeah,
Okay,
I like him.
design-wise though, fire.
He's like a good hand boss.
I'm not saying that.
He's a unique Nintendo hand boss.
Poltergeist is sick. The speedrun, when you have to do it damageless, and also the fact that there's a lot of RNG involved, not so sick.
Can confirm.
But what do you think of Peter? Do you like Peter?
Oh, I love Peter J. Piranha.
Peter's great.
Yeah, if you like Sunshine, you should check out Sunshine the Musical.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah. I looked up a clip. I was trying to find like a clip before to like learn how to do DeLorean skip, and the top YouTube search result was Super Mario Sunshine the Musical. Yeah, I immediately watched that on stream, and it was a great time. And so that's why I call him Peter J. Piranha, and you know, references. It's a fun watch. It's
I know
like
what I'm watching later.
Oh my god.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
It's an hour and a half?
Made it.
What?
What?
It's an hour and a half?
It's like a standard length musical, what?
Yeah, and the people that like made it saw that I saw it, and like they joined like my community, and they were like, "Oh, this is so cool!" I was like, "Whoa!" They're awesome people. So, yeah, no, I'd check it out.
Yeah.
One time.
Yeah.
Support the arts.
I love musicals, bro. Video game musicals? I think isn't Undertale the musical? I'm almost positive. I'm just thinking of video game musicals now. There's like a couple other ones, I think. I don't know.
There's one dude. He's a good guy. He's been writing a Majora's Mask opera for the last 15 years.
Wow.
It's incredible too. It's really good.
15 years.
Yeah, he's been doing it for like 15 years. He's on Act 3.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Link's not in it. It's only it's all about Kafe and Anju. It's basically just like what would happen if Link wasn't
I like
there.
that.
AKA, you know, just the world ends, but
I was gonna say everyone dies. Cool.
yeah. Spoiling! You can't spoil it, Philly.
What the heck? What the heck?
Oh, sorry. They're 15 years spoiled just in 1 minute. My bad.
Didn't even come out yet.
You know, now that I think about it, Majora's Mask would make a fantastic opera. Fantastic opera, play, musical, do whatever with it, bro. That game is art.
All right, Platty, thoughts on this boss? Thoughts on Bowser 1?
So, Bowser 1, we did something called Fast Hats, which I did mess up the second one, but that's okay, because that one doesn't lose that much time. If I messed up the third one, that would suck. But yeah, no, so we kind of just got in his face, took his hat, gave him a good old swift punch, and now our ship is crashed.
Yeah, Bowser didn't like that we beat him up, so he kicked us out again.
Yeah.
And for those who haven't picked up on it, the source of power for the Odyssey are these power moons. So in each kingdom, we do have to collect a certain amount. In Lost Kingdom, which is one of my favorite speedrun kingdoms, if not my favorite speedrun kingdom for world peace and any percent, because it's just so bang bang. We need 10. We need 10 of these power moons, but there's no Ideally, no cutscenes.
Yeah, ideally. You want to talk about the one cutscene we may encounter?
Yeah, the one cutscene that we may encounter, which I want to say you're probably safe unless you dive off like I did yesterday, is Klepto, everyone's favorite hat-stealing bird. You're gonna see us, or you're gonna see if I trigger Klepto right there. So now, because Klepto is currently active, we can stand anywhere.
Did not want to give me my spin pound there. That was a little scary, but it's okay.
We can stand in the normal trigger spots and not lose our hat. I remember back in the day, for any SpongeBob watchers, whenever I got really annoyed at Klepto, I decided one day that I was just going to make a meme. And I did the Patrick Star, like, may I take your hat, sir? Meme. Except I put Klepto's face on Patrick. And if you are not a SpongeBob watcher, I am sorry that was a swing and a miss.
Me. Do I out myself like that? Aw. Sorry. Sorry.
No. I put you on the spot to out yourself. Oh,
Nah,
no.
it's okay. Alright, we're gonna try to go for Deathless here, which is just going under this bridge. And we got it, yay. You can die there and it'll just warp you back to the Odyssey, which is exactly where we want to go, but it's a little faster if you do not die, so hooray!
And you didn't bonk on the rock.
Yeah, very good. Lost is very finicky. There's the first tree, or the first jump that I did off that tree in the beginning. That tree is infamously called Meme Tree, just because it has some weird properties, and backing it up can be very strange if you don't get the initial movement off of it, just because there's weird hitboxes with the leaves, and like you want to have enough speed and height to go across the gap, and you can just lose all your momentum if you jump weird on the tree. Very strange, but thankfully nothing happened, so that's good.
And now we go to Night Metro. I guess it is night. No, there's the moon.
Oh yeah, big ol' moon.
Oh. I want to say I've noticed that before, and I'm sure I have. However, at a certain point, you just kind of blend in every cutscene and don't think about it anymore.
Yeah, Night Metro is pretty straightforward. All you gotta do is just, well, kind of straightforward. Not to the average casual player. We are taking kind of a little detour over here, jumping on some random buildings and such. It's the faster way. We don't have time to go through all the shenanigans it wants us to. We're just gonna climb buildings and hop around as we
Do a little Spider-Man.
Yup.
Spider-Man 2 action. Let's go. Without the PS2, it's time.
True.
So we're going to now enter City Hall as well, and this is probably one of the more practice spots, I'd say, for a lot of runners, especially when you're beginning to learn. There's cycle-based platforming, as well as just kind of a scary jump at the end, which
Oh my
and
goodness!
Goombas that almost push you off.
That bro was harassing me. That was terrible. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Thankfully, it didn't get pushed off there. But those little, I don't actually remember what they're called either. But the little yellow Goombas, oh, they can be testy in this level.
Yeah.
Anyway, got a good backup. I think I just triple jumped a little bit too far. Bonked to the wall. All good. We got the Sharana down.
And this is the long jump that can be scary. if you mistime it at the, like if you try to dive too quickly, you won't make it. You won't get the distance. And there can be some finicky camera stuff with that, which will lead to a value dive, which we call this. And a value dive is essentially you throw Cappy, and the way that Mario dives is not the same exact direction that you threw Cappy, and it's just like, haha, GG, bye. And you just miss.
Yup. Then we got the Mecha Wiggler fight here, which what we're doing right now is we are sending in a little somewhat specific spots just to kind of minimize the path that he's taking here, and also probably ideally you're not supposed to look at him because there's probably lag frames and whatever.
True. Not saving the frames. Crazy.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Well, no, you didn't. You looked at it. You stared right at the Mecha Wiggler.
Well, I gotta establish my dominance somehow. If I was going on buildings, I kind of have to... Gotta show some presence. Alright, thankfully that was pretty good. That was pretty good Mecha Wiggler. Sometimes you get really weird patterns. The patterns that you get here are RNG. And sometimes he likes to like wrap around himself. So when you hit something that you think that you hit, you actually didn't hit it. Then you have to quick readjust and hit it before you get 3-cycled. And getting 3-cycled here is very, very annoying because you have to wait for him to go on the ground again and then go on the building again. Do all of his jams. A headache. But we didn't get that.
And Jiggy, I know you're sitting here wondering, wait, there's different patterns that Mecha Wiggler can take? That's crazy. Like, that has to be your thought. Well, did you know that they have a PowerPoint for every single pattern, and top runners memorize that so that they can always get the optimal shots?
That's commitment, you know?
That's the point.
That's commitment.
Yes, it is. I forget how many patterns there are. I want to say, oh man, it's at least double digits, right?
Oh, 100%.
Is it 17? There's a lot of different patterns. That might be too high, but there's a lot of patterns basically. And like the way the PowerPoint is made, they have where the Wiggler will exit from, and then based off of that, you know which like number of patterns it'll probably be, and then you just have to like see the first movement. That's like okay, and they know where to pre-aim the shots and everything.
I also might have noticed that my arms looked a little funky there. What I just did was scoot clip, and that scooter has motion controls. So if you motion control it all the way, like if you basically flip your hands over, Mario will be leaning all the way to the left, and with a quick flick of the stick, you will be able to flip into the feed. So that's what's going on there.
Yeah, that's a moment where we enjoy the moves being slightly large enough to boxes. But moves can also be really weird with their hitboxes in the sense that Nintendo is very famous for if it's not on screen, it does not exist. And so there are times where you'll see people, like maybe even in your casual playthrough, where you jump through a moon, the moon would like do a rotation and spin, be like, oh, you were right there. But you didn't grab the moon fully, and then like you grab it just a bit later. It's because the moon wasn't fully spawned in. Like it knew it was there, but it also didn't. Nintendo's weird with that.
I guess a little silly.
All right, so we're gonna jump rope, right? You gonna go for the high score?
Yep.
All right,
Most
14
optimal
hour
moon.
stream starting now. Sorry, Richard. We're gonna be here for the next 14 hours. I'll tell Kiara. It's fine. Game Master is postponed. We're going for world record most jump rope.
Let's go. I don't know what
it's
my
really
high score is on
funny.
jump rope, actually.
It's very funny because jump rope is one of those things that I know people genuinely love. Like they are obsessed with jump rope, to the point where it's just like I was doing a show with a few Mario Odyssey runners, and it was like 3 a.m. We were gonna go to bed. You know, something happened, and they turned on jump rope. And we proceeded to stay up for another 3.5 hours. It was like 6 in the morning because the bit was that we wouldn't go to bed until they stopped, like they lost at jump roping. It was crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good for the bit.
I blame Small Ant and Crafty Boss for that one.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, but was it worth it?
It was fun. They did it. They had fun.
Slay.
I was tired.
Now, infinite volleyball. That's where you press.
Oh my gosh. Infinite volleyball would be a nightmare. I don't even like real volleyball. They put sports in my Mario. I can't believe it.
Mario has dedicated games to sports.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm a Mario Golf Toadstool Tour fiend.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the day I learned that you could add like super topspin and super backspin. And I was like, what?
That's the most recent one, right?
No, that's the GameCube one.
That's the GameCube.
Oh, I always forget what. Okay, I'm terrible with names. 100% terrible with names. But the newest
You even forgot
Golf
my
one,
name,
I don't
Platy.
know.
This is crazy.
I would
You
never.
forgot my name.
No.
Super Rush was the recent
Sorry, what were you
one.
saying, Jigsaw?
What?
Oh, Jiggy, right. Jigsaw, this is the season, right? That's a horror movie?
It is, yeah. It's Jigtober, you know.
Oh yeah, I did. Okay, I did see that. I did see it was Jinktober. It's like at the end, are you like it's Jig over?
Oh yeah.
Oh. Okay, we got 30 more days.
I love Halloween. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if it's my favorite holiday, but Halloween is just, it's such a special holiday. You have all these other holidays that are like, you know, time to love each other, time to spread the joy, time to be thankful. And Halloween is just like, wear something weird, scare someone, eat candy.
It's true. It's true. Most holidays are about like love and friendship, and Halloween's just like, nah, man, eat junk food, scare everyone, dress weird.
I just didn't like it the year where the creepy clown thing was a trend. I was like, I don't like clowns already. They were like promoting for a new movie, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Oh
good
no,
if I see that on the side of the road.
Platty, the song.
No, the song. Wait, what about it?
We're gonna do it. We're
Yeah,
gonna do the
listen
song.
to it. Yeah. Although this isn't my favorite one. This is a classic, but
Oh wait.
Regina. Oh, back? Okay, yeah, we can go back. Yeah, I'm trying to adjust myself a little bit. I don't want to get hit by the barrel, but yeah.
You just want to hear the full song. I get it. I appreciate it.
I'm a sucker. What can I say? I'm a woman of the people. You want the song? I'll give you the song. And you know, it's funny too. I thought about this recently, especially when I came back to this game. Because, you know, we speedrun this game. There are moments where we have little oopsies and whatnot, and I just find it so funny how even if you get hit, if you die here, or if you do good, the townspeople, their expressions just will not change. They simply do not care of your outcome, and we're really just here for their entertainment.
Yeah, they're here for Pauline. I don't blame them.
Oh,
they're
wait,
here for the
okay,
song.
me too. Yeah, they've been watching us actually.
Nope.
They're just listening to the song and then just vibing. I like that better, I think.
It's a giant city concert, yeah.
Dude, a giant citywide concert. Kind of insane though. Oh my gosh. Hi, Pauline.
Gotta do the
I've done your
dance.
quest. Yo, look at that pose she hit. That was insane. Icon. Alright, so we are coming up on the end of Day Metro here. I know you mentioned something about a break. Is that happening?
Yeah. Is this now a good time?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We will be right back. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back with the second half of Super Mario Odyssey World Peace. So don't go anywhere. GDQ Hotfix will be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to GDQ Hotfix. I hope that you're all having a great time with this incredible Super Mario Odyssey run. I just want to do some quick announcements here. If you missed any of our shows this week, I mean, it's Monday, so you haven't missed any. It's Tuesday. Oh my God, it's not even Monday. It's Tuesday. If you missed yesterday's show or you missed any of the shows that are coming up this week, you can check them out at gdq.com/hotfix and check out the entire schedule. You can also go to youtube.com/gamesdonequick to follow all of these incredible runs. Please do me a favor and do !Discord in the chat to join the GDQ Discord. Again, if you don't want to miss any shows, you can get the Hotfix role. And you can interact with all the upcoming events as well as all of our staff. So definitely do that. Again, go to gdq.com/hotfix if you're interested in all of our upcoming stuff. And yeah, let's get back into it. Platty, Super Mario Odyssey.
Yep, if we are ready to go, I will count down. We'll start again in 3, 2, 1, go. Wahoo, and such.
What a cap throw.
What a cap throw. Phenomenal. Listen, that's the stuff that's important. Once you get to, I'm not there, but once you get to a high enough level, every cap throw matters. Every cap throw matters. 100%.
Yeah, spinning cap throws, and then you want to hold in like a 45-degree angle to give it like the most radius.
Also, I just thought
I
about
learned a
it.
lot. Yeah, I
Okay,
learned a
so-
lot sitting in a VC with Tyron many times.
I know. I do want to say this though, because we were talking earlier about our favorite music in this game, and I think I actually lied. Well, the last song while you're in Pillar's room is fantastic. The Snowden? Phenomenal. I love the
is
music.
good.
It's such a happy little jig. Oh my goodness. Yo, where am I going?
It's also like a bait and switch because you're right now in this place and you're just like, oh, it's gonna be cold. There's not gonna be anything. What's happening?
No life. But no, there's just some happy little guys inside. Hi, Toad. Speaking of happy little guy, I'm going to rescue him. Because you know what? He deserves it.
What did you call it?
I think I called it Snowden, but I realized that that was wrong. I just
Wait.
didn't know how to correct it because I forgot.
No, it is
No, it
Snowden.
is-
Bavaria. Bavaria.
Yeah, what is Snowden? What am I
It's-
thinking
No,
of?
I was
Snowden.
sitting here. I'm like,
Oh, that's Undertale.
is
What is?
not
Oh my
right.
goodness.
That is Undertale. You're right. My brain hurts too.
Okay, we
it's
were
okay.
talking about that earlier too. Bavaria. I knew it sounded wrong. That's okay.
yeah, I was just sitting here. Okay.
Just gonna let me go on like that? Absolutely rude.
I went all in too, so I can't say anything.
You know what? I respect it actually. Thank you. Yeah, so Snow Kingdom is actually a little interesting, especially in Shiveria. There's a lot of places that you can clip into walls, and for this run, we do need to do that. So I will be opting for the box clip here. And I got a first try, thankfully.
Yay.
Woohoo! You know, that one is probably the most risky one to do, especially in a run like this. But it's also, unfortunately, the easiest in order to get the clip. It's pretty much the same as the clip that we did in Sand Kingdom, the ID clip. But this time, if you mess it up, you need those boxes, and if you break them, you have to reset it by going to the shop, and then heading back up to the boxes and trying again, which is never a fun time when you're in a speed run, I have to say. But thankfully, we got a first try, and that was something that I was maybe slightly worried about, so that business.
But you know what is a fun time? Getting to be a snoodle.
Yeah!
We love the snoodles, and we are actually about to be entering a race, the Bound Bowl race. Usually, a lot of times, we have some fun here with guessing times that the person will get on their Bound Bowl race, down to the 100th of a second. Platy, I do not know your average time, so
a good
I will
time
not.
to guess is anywhere from 59 seconds to 1 minute and 6 seconds. I'm sorry it's such a big range, but those are the good times.
If anyone in this chat correctly guesses it, I will give you a sub to GDQ.
Oh my gosh.
All right, guess in the chat right now. I will say, I love the little detail, something that maybe some people didn't see, but like the actual like goalpost in this is super reminiscent of the one from Mario Galaxy with the manta ray race.
Yes, yes. Look at you. Look at you with the Mario knowledge. And you say that you're only a Zelda player.
I like Nintendo.
I also like Nintendo. Dude, I also
All right,
love
we
all
got
the
some-
seals that are watching me. They're like so many. Wow, there's actually way more than I ever saw. I never looked out there. There are so many seals.
Still disrespecting the Snoodle name.
Listen, I'm sorry. They look like seals, kind of.
They're just orbular seals.
Orbular. Dude, that's such a good word.
107.
I was a little slow.
02. Anyone guess it? Let's see.
Did anyone guess 107?
I got distracted by the snoodles.
Nope. I don't see 107.
It's okay. Platy through.
It's okay, I did lie a little bit. Sometimes that happens in Galaxy a lot too. I'll give a range for the races, and then I'll go over accidentally because I mess up a little bit, and my chat's like, "You liar! How dare you!"
So the fun thing is with Snow World Peace, because of Platy completing the clip and then going down and doing the race, every other story moon is not needed for this area to be claimed peaceful. Rango is in one of the rooms, now gone. You can literally just go in there and collect the moon. It's just sitting there. You don't have to do the Ice Rango fight. And yeah, we know this because at the end of the run, it used to be to verify, but you would go talk to Toadette and she would let you know if you have World Peace or not. But nowadays, you don't really have to worry about that being a verifying factor. Just, you can tell by just checking key spots on the run.
Alright, now we've got... There's not too much RNG in this game, honestly. But this is one of them. Fishing RNG can be very finicky, very frustrating, depending on what pace you're on, but... Oh,
Platy,
it gave us first try today. Let's go. Thank you, Big Fish.
Nice. I was gonna say, Platy, if you could just explain to anybody that's just joining us here what the major differences between World Peace and any percent are.
Yeah, so we're getting a lot more multi-moons in this one. We're fighting a lot more bosses. In any percent, you always want to get the fastest moons and get out of there, and that usually tends to be just the singular moons that you collect by picking up as you go along. But this time, we want to make sure that we have world peace in the kingdom, which means that the kingdom is no longer in peril by Bowser's goons. So usually that does require us to fight some more bosses than we would in any percent. There's a couple levels that are the same. Cap, Cascade, Lost, Cloud, Ruined, Bowser's, and Moon. Those are all the same as any percent, but the other ones are different.
Lake is the same to beginners in.
Yes, Lake is the same depending on what route you do. Because there is Lake Clip, which I guess you... Would you do Lake Clip? Would you factor that in if you can do it in this run? Would that save any time?
No.
No. So, okay.
No, because you need to fight Rango anyway. So.
Yeah.
I was trying to think. I wanted to actually ask Tyron, because there is like triple jump Lake Clip. And I was like, would that technically be faster to set up and then just kind of intentionally fall into the water to not have to go around the corner? I don't know if that's like, would save maybe half a second, but...
Something so small. That's all the time save we find in this game anymore. It's like half a second, 0.3, 0.2.
See, you say that, and then we had Wiggler Clip. Or
I thought they most.
Yeah, Giggler is something that in Night Metro that was recently discovered. January this year, I believe. It was known about before, but was never RTA viable, speedrun viable. So they actually started implementing it, and haha, new fun trick. Hard. If you fail, you lose time, and you reset.
Fun. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I have to say this is probably my least favorite boss fight that we do in the run, if not just in the game. This guy's just kind of a troll. Sometimes he just loves to get away from you. It's very frustrating to get him back.
You can't be spitting hate on Brigadier Miles Glancer III, Dauphine of Bablaine.
Dauphine of Bablaine? Listen, I'll spit all I want. I'm gonna beat him anyway.
Is it Dauphine? I don't know.
I say dolphin.
Is it just dolphin?
I say dolphin.
Maybe it's like the animal.
I could be wrong.
Dauphine sounded fancier. I wanted to give him a little edge.
That sounds like sunshine.
I've called them Daphne since I was a kid.
Can I just say I like it better? I think I like yours better.
I mean, this is just proving, like, I'm not doing this to make chat angry, by the way. This is just, again, it's just proving that I pronounce things weird. Reading hard.
You have to. How else will language evolve? Surely.
Oh, just to backtrack, I was going to say this during the fish, but then the fish gave us good RNG. For those wondering about how Platy knew when to reel up the fish, it is motion controls. If you turn off your motion controls, technically there's the slightest sound cue, but good luck. It's basically a very, you have to listen very closely for like a big bubble.
I am very high up. That's okay, because I got the moon. Now, roll piece is fun, because, I mean, at any percent, again, you're going very fast. It's very Mario movement heavy. And roll piece for this stage in Seaside particularly, use a lot of cheap. But in World Peace, use a lot of the Gushin, which the Gushin doesn't get a lot of love at any percent. But yeah, listen, the Gushin's fine. It's fine.
Look, you complimented the Gushin and he hurt you. So. Listen,
I can't blame him. I'm capturing him and taking over his body. I too would also try and possibly him.
Alright, so now we are officially fighting Brigadier Ma's Lancer III, Dolphin, Daphne of Lane. Whichever floats your boat, really.
Oh, you are going to be mean to me today. I see how it is. Very rude. See what I mean? Sometimes he just loves going away from you. See how sometimes he finesses me? I'm better.
So it's the weirdest thing in this when you're doing this fight, because he does move fast enough and your instinct is I'm on top, like I'm over top of the dude, and now I just have to like shoot up or like shoot down. But because you do that, if you like do it right when you're on the corner, his pacing is gonna get him away from you. So it's always just like a little tilting at times. I feel like I've fallen into that trap where I'm like, okay, this is the one. Okay, no, and then you feel like you have to compensate. Like, unfortunately, the last one we can just ground pound him and pray that the Gushin doesn't bounce right in the way of our ground pound and stop us from ground pounding him.
What? I squished him. Sorry.
I was low-key hoping for it because it'd be funny, but also.
Yeah, no, the second hit there, when he goes away from you, it's not too bad because he's gonna stop at a certain place anyway. But that third one, if he starts running away from you, then that's like, ooh, that gets on my nerves. Because he'll just be sprinting. But thankfully, we got him.
Yeah, and if you watch other runners that are more like not saying Platy is not top level, but with fighting the boss here, there is a lot of manipulation that they will do, and they even do like the final ground pound through the ground. Like he will be clipped into the ground and they'll be on the island and they do the ground pound and they also finish him there. Like yeah. It's crazy.
You can kind of just manip him into the ground for some reason and he'll just chill there. Kinda. It's interesting.
Yes, I'm not strat shaming, level shaming, anything like that. I said know how to put it. There is a manipulation for it.
No, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of fun stuff in this game there's a lot in this game. That's it. A lot of this game covers, so. Doing our best. And now we have, dare I say, Luncheon Kingdom.
Yo, that's a throwback.
Good old luncheon.
Ew, what?
What, Luncheon? Never heard of that. I only know Luncheon.
Luncheon, yeah, the Luncheon Kingdom.
Luncheon. Like, I feel like the way I said it was just like a Pokemon. Like, it was a scrapped evolution. Yeah. Like, should we go Leafeon or Luncheon? Yeah, Leaf. Makes more sense.
You know, I think that felt a little bit low, but I went for it. Great. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Mario.
The rolling on the salt there.
In this, no, I was saying, this kingdom, there's a lot of like weird uneven surfaces, especially the salt piles and some of like the geometric rocks that you'll see. So rolling optimally on those is very weird. Very, very weird.
Yeah, for my Sunshine fans, this kingdom, and it just makes me think big time like Noki Bay, like in the terms of like both colorful, both have some weird jank geometry, like everywhere. This one obviously has like Pepto-Bismol everywhere that you will burn if you touch it. It's not like an instant death, but like you only get 3 hits or 6 if you encounter like a part. But yeah, no, I don't know. I really like the whole creativity of Luncheon Kingdom. I love the dynamic. Can it be stressful as a speedrunner? Yes, but casually and just visually, it's very appealing to me.
No, I agree.
Okay,
I think
all right.
in a casual playthrough, this was probably my favorite. Go on, Chicken?
Philly and Platty, same to you. Okay, what do you all think? This is a throwback to another GDQ show that I was working on. But what do you think of the fact that Splatoon is actually a sequel to Mario Sunshine in the Mario Downfall timeline?
Okay, there's some things that need to be clarified. First of all, the Mario Downfall timeline. I am very intrigued.
Okay, so Mario you gotta just accept. You gotta hear me out.
Yes,
Hear me out.
Yes.
If Mario dies, Bowser Jr. wins, but he loses control over the graffiti and goop, and it spreads across the entire mushroom planet, therefore ending all life and creating Splatoon. The bloopers evolve into kids and squids.
They're
I'm just
kids now.
saying.
They're squids now. Okay.
I'm just
I can
saying.
Mess with that. Yeah, I can mess with that for sure. I think. Okay, so my answer to that question is yes. That is what I think.
Oh no.
Wait, that's what you have to say, really? Oh no!
No,
We
I
just
said I
dropped
don't
insane
know.
lore. Come on, man.
Man.
I'm processing this, okay? Like,
This is a
this got
revelation.
thrown on me so fast. Like, you know, you take my favorite game, you just like, hey, by the way.
Yeah, if every time you die, an alternate universe comes up and it's Splatoon.
But like, wouldn't like canonically, that is just going like to knowledge of Sunshine. It wouldn't necessarily be because of Bowser. I guess he did lose the brush, but then are we blaming the mailman, the Piantissimo?
No, I'm saying that
Racer?
this is the downfall timeline. This is about if Mario dies.
Oh, downfall. Okay,
Yeah.
we're doing Avengers stuff here. We're doing multiverse. Got it.
But no. It's just the entire thing is if Mario dies, Bowser Jr. loses control. I guess I didn't even think about that. I guess technically we could blame Piantissimo.
Yeah, because he's seen at the end
He
with
is?
the paintbrush.
Oh, that means Splatoon is inevitable.
I was just gonna say
Yeah,
inevitable
like-
Splatoon.
Yeah, like what if Splatoon just is canonically there, and you just made an alternate timeline where it just happened differently?
Does that mean that that means Splatoon just always happens? And wait, does that mean that?
Unfortunately, yes.
Does that mean that Mario Galaxy sends Mario to a different planet, so that means he survives, and then Odyssey is not the Mushroom Kingdom that we know?
The new. It's
Oh,
the
this is
new
where-
regrown Mushroom Kingdom.
Oh my
No,
God, we need to play the
I'm
Illuminati
with
theme.
you on this. I am so with you on this.
Don't bring Zelda into this. Splatoon's inevitable.
Listen, Zelda timeline, I don't even want to touch that, okay? But this Mario Splatoon timeline, that we could get into.
It makes sense that bloopers evolve into the only creatures that can sustain life with all the ink.
I think I have to agree with you. I really do. Let's see, I'm taking a little journey without Cappy there. You don't need him. Yeah, instead of rolling on those, which is probably faster, I opt for a little bit of a jump string just because, again, rolling can be very inconsistent. You can just fly off, and on the other side of that little, you know, mountain is a big old pit of molten Pepto-Bismol. So, don't want to be in that. Unless we're in a lava bubble, like we are now, which, honestly, one of the cutest captures. I really enjoy this capture. Oh no, I wasn't, and then I think I fell. That's okay.
Yeah, Potopoos are great.
Get me on the boat. Get me on the boat.
All right.
I love how he peeks out the lava there.
What's the lava in this level? Is it icing or is it Pepto?
I said Pepto.
I think it's
I've
Pepto.
heard of the icing theory before, but I have to agree. I think it's Pepto. I mean, there's so much food here, right? It makes sense.
Yeah.
You need, just in case, it's everywhere.
Yeah, like New Donk City has the power supply of moons because they need to power the whole city. So like Luncheon has Pepto-Bismol, so you can just be like, and just like put the glass in, and you're like, yeah, we're fine.
Like in
Right.
Willy Wonka, except the chocolate river, the Bismol river. Thanks for
Yes.
need it.
Yeah. Just the Augustus Gloop here.
Augustus, bro.
just vibing,
Oh my goodness.
vibing in the Pepto.
There you go.
I almost bonked at the top there too. That would have been so sad.
I love Mario's movement in this game, but I still like Sunshine's like 5% better.
I do think, I always say, I think Sunshine has the most, I think it's the most enjoyable movement, followed by this, and I agree, it's super close, but like, it's also dependent on how much time you put into it. Like, if you don't put time into Sunshine, the movement is not fun.
Sunshine movement is
Like-
terrible starting out, 100%. I still say this movement is better just because it feels good when you're starting and when you're getting good. Sunshine movement when you start feels awful. You're just like, it feels like you just learned how to use a controller when you're trying to do some of the
Fast,
strats. But hey, I am always, you know, a Sunshine defender. There's a lot of hate on Sunshine just because it is so hard, but I mean, that's just what it comes down to. It's just, you know, a pretty hard Mario game. But the charm of it, the music, I love the voice acting, I love the scuffness of it. It does me good. I'm a Sunshine defender.
I wish that
I just need a mod. Okay.
I was gonna say I wish that people were nicer about the voice acting, because there are some games, like I just recently played the Princess Peach game, and I was like, this game is like, you could tell that they put it out like 6 months before it was done, but like if it had voice acting and good music, I wouldn't care, you know.
I like the music in that game, especially the snow level, the ice skating level. The music in those are very nice. I used to speedrun that actually.
The Princess Peach game.
I had world record for the demo percent.
Oh heck yeah.
Crazy.
And then I had I think I was a top runner for the actual run when it came out too. It was a fun time. That you want to talk about downtime though. Oh,
A lot of talking in that one.
the unskippable cutscenes. Love it.
That was a game where you know, I played it. I didn't even make it to the snow level. I only did the first level, so, or like the first floor or whatever, on the show. And instantly, I just kept saying, I was just like, when will they let me just play? Like, I just want to go play.
And wouldn't it be cool to like use the outfits like like be able to just change like during any play, so it's like makeshift puzzles, like it's not just one singular. I think I get it for consistency, but it'd be cool to
Yeah, it wasn't a bad game. I enjoyed I enjoyed what I played, but I will foreverly say that the best and only good Princess Peach game is Princess Peach, Super Princess Peach for the Nintendo DS. No?
I don't think I'm allowed to say what I want to say.
Crazy.
I mean, okay, the game itself is rooted in not very good things. Nintendo,
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
That's
okay,
what
yeah.
you were trying to say, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah, like
it embraces the worst of stereotyping.
It very much does, but game fun.
Okay.
If you're looking at it from a not lame point of view, game fun.
Not lame point of view. Yeah. Sorry about that.
If you get rid of the sexism, it's good, okay?
That's so
Princess
real.
Peach
Claps
finally
for
has
that.
her own game. What's she gonna do? Solve her problems with her emotions.
Yeah.
You can be happy. You can be sad. You can be.
Thank you,
Like,
Nintendo from
that's
2000.
my only gripe with it. I'm sure it's a great game. Haven't played it, but
It's a Mario platformer where Peach gets power-ups, but yeah, game not the best right now. Yeah,
but I do feel like Princess Peach Showtime. I really enjoyed the casual playthrough of that. Like the speedrun, I could play it like a couple times and then it's kind of just done for me. But I was pretty invested when I was just playing it casually. I thought it was pretty immersive. But I'm also a theater nerd, so like it kind of stuck to me too. Thespian, you will.
yeah, I agree that the actual like the powers that Peach has in Super is actually they're cool, but you know they could have just given her fire power, water power, and like healing, flight. If they made that game today, I think they would. I do think that
they would absolutely change up how
Yeah.
it would not be what it is.
Definitely not as very stereotypical.
But going back to the voice acting that we were talking about with Bowser, where's the Sunshine mod where people just replace it with Jack Black?
It's gotta happen with AI. That's gonna happen, guaranteed.
Whoa, no! I do not support. I do not support AI. Bad.
I will
Right.
simply gather the money to hire Jack Black for this Super Mario
that's fair,
Sunshine
yeah.
mod. He has to say yes, right?
Yeah, we could just hire Jack Black. That's fine.
He's
There we
Bowser
go.
for life. I don't know what
Yeah.
else to say.
Chat, did you know that every sub you use to GDQ gets us one step closer to hiring Jack Black, aka Steve from Minecraft, to
Good old-
voice Bowser for a mod that only heard like once?
Steve from Minecraft.
Did you know Steve from Minecraft was in the Super Mario Brothers movie? As Jack Black?
What? He had a hit single too.
He did. An icon.
Are peaches in Minecraft? I don't play Minecraft.
I don't think so. I don't know though.
Because I feel like they absolutely would have like made a reference and had Steve sing like Peaches, but like about food and how he's just hungry.
All right, Platty, where are we off to now?
Alright, I was just gonna say, we've dialed out of Mario for a bit, and that's A-okay, because
It's
we were
like you
just in
beat a
Ruined
dragon
Kingdom.
or something. You know, it's like you
Yeah.
just annihilated a dragon.
Yeah, classic Mario shenanigans. We just annihilated a dragon. It's fine. That level's an auto-scroller anyway. It just looks cool, and that's the best part about it. But now we're in Bowser's, so yeah, at this point it is just going to be any percent. We are going to be doing our normal any percent route, and in order to do that, we gotta get a couple moons here, a couple moons there. And I will be trying to do something in the boss fight, which I don't know if it's too early to explain. Might as well explain it now. Explain TA and the different types of mech that you can do for me.
I love how the intro that was, and I'm going to explain the stuff I'm going to do for the boss, so Billy, explain.
Listen.
It does feel pretty early to explain it, but essentially, fighting the Mecha Brutal here at the end of this kingdom, there are a few different ways. Usually when you start out, you are going to do the intended way, which is capturing the Pokio, which is the capture that Vladdy conveniently has right now. And you use it to also hit bombs back at the Mecha Brutal's legs. And after like 2 or 3 bombs, the mech will lose its armor around its leg and fall. You climb the mech with the bird, take out one of the Brutals, rinse, repeat, do that 4 times. Waha, you did it. And then there's birdless strat, which is essentially doing this without the Pokio. And that usually requires a leg climb, which you're going to see Platty do. A lot of what Platty is going to be doing is basically this, except there's going to be a part at the end that's a little different. But essentially, you defeat the mech without using the Pokio once. You don't need it. And then Platty's going to go for a trick at the very end called Target Acquired, which is a precise timed dive, and you want to buffer a spin pound to when you land on Skewer to then insta knock him out. But that'll be easier to visualize once we get there. But there are a few ways. You write that down, Jiggy?
Yeah,
I wrote it down. I memorized it. Chat, can you summarize? Thank you.
Good. Yeah, we need to make sure the chat was paying attention. You know?
Yeah, we have to make sure it's on the test.
Also, yeah, I feel like, should I mention it? I don't know. Maybe it's been mentioned too many times, but we'll do it again. There are 2 boss fights in this area. You refight Harriet and you refight Hopper. Doing them in either order doesn't lose time. It is purely up to personal preference, and of course, that does spark conversation within the community about, oh, Harriet first or Topper first. So, as you can see, I am Harriet first, gang. Ladies always first. Oh my god, Mario's rolling.
I am also Harriet first.
That's fine. Oh, that is less time. My visual cue.
Oh.
No. It's okay.
Wait, visual cue. Interesting.
Yeah, there's like a certain amount of hats that appear before it's like a kind of jump.
Oh, I thought you meant like afterwards, like after they dispersed.
No.
Okay.
All good. Honestly, sometimes Topper can be a little rude. Not usually, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not too bad.
Yeah, so what Platy is trying to do there is you can time it so that when Topper like first gets into the ring of hats, there's a little downtime where first you'd go through the hat if you went too early, and if you go too late, the hats start rotating. But if you go at the right time, your jump can be just where Topper went down into, and you just get him instantly to peek back up, squash him.
Gosh. The upcoming here, we just have a big old string. This is probably like one of the longest periods that you don't collect a moon in this game. Yeah, maybe. Just because you get the 1 moon here, and then after that, you're just climbing up his little tower that he has constructed. But yeah, this Bowser's Kingdom is definitely one of the more interesting Bowser Kingdoms of the Mario games. He went for a very interesting style this time, architecturally and like layout. And I respect it.
I dig it.
Yeah,
I just don't like the outfit for this kingdom. Because I don't like the sound effect. I don't like the samurai helmet sound.
It looks cool though.
It does look cool, but holy buckets, it's annoying.
This was another one of my favorite power-ups. The bird, the slingshot bird.
Yos.
The Pokio is a fan favorite for sure. Alright, here comes Mech. Let's hope. We got a good Mech fight here.
Alright, so this is the birdless climb. Right leg is usually the most common. So first goes Rango, and you're going to see Platy stall enough to make sure that she can get launched at a good angle so she can just take on Topper right there. Backflip, get up height here, and now you're going to see the rainbow legs phase. You're probably sitting here thinking, what are you doing? Just hit Harriet. She's right there. Mech is literally invincible during this time. So unfortunately, there's just nothing we can do. And I will let Platy focus for Markiplier.
That angle might not work. Oh my goodness. Slay.
You got him.
Slay anyway. Woo!
Good pivot.
Dude, yeah, that was a weird setup. I have to say Mech is definitely my most... I wasn't going to say this beforehand, because if I messed it up, that would have looked so bad. But Mech is definitely my most practiced boss, possibly just ever. In college, that's when I really got into speedrunning this game. I guess the summer before college, but I still kept it into college. And since a lot of my classes were on Zoom, you know, if nothing quite interesting was going on, I'd be practicing Mech and then listening to my lecture in the background. I can't lie. But hey, all those hours of definitely still listening to my professors paid off.
And those wondering what would have happened if she did miss that, Most likely, probably would have bonk fell, and then you have to wait for a Pokio. Then you have to use the bombs, and it's unfortunately a lot of time lost. So fortunately, it's not something we had to deal with.
Actually, I don't think you have to use the bombs. I'm pretty sure I messed that up in a practice run that I did a couple of days ago.
Oh, sorry, not the bombs. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, you have to use the Pokio to get back up. If you move fast, then you can. It's a pretty. It's not a super speedy backup, but it's definitely speedier than if you, because he has his legs like pokeable, so that way you can climb up him because that's the intended way. But it's for a short-ish amount of time, so if you miss it, then you have to wait for like another cycle of stuff that he has to do.
Yeah, those nubs that you saw Platy climb at the beginning, they open up when the mech stops, and then you can use, and then it reveals that there's like wood behind those that you can use the Pokio to climb. So yeah, you do not need the bombs, but it does take a little time because you have to wait for the rainbow disc thingies to go and play.
Yup. That's my favorite, when the mech goes bleh. Yes, and I have Moon Kingdom, which Moon is a very interesting kingdom. I enjoy this kingdom. So obviously, since we are on the moon, low gravity. We can kind of make some fun jumps here. I don't think we talked about vectoring a lot, but if you hold Mario at a certain angle while he's in the air, you can go further, get more distance that way. So getting good vectors here definitely helps out with making that jump in the beginning.
Yeah, vectoring is definitely important in Moon. Honestly, the low gravity is kind of a bit of a buzzkill to a lot of us, because you just want to go fast, but this definitely slows down your speed and your momentum and everything. However, now we get to see one of the most iconic speedrun tricks ever. Moon Cave skip. We skipped my favorite song.
Yeah, we do skip your favorite song. I'm sorry, I missed it. I think my angle was a little funny. Golly gee. Oh, that's what I was missing. I knew it. I was missing the cap stall. Silly. I'm telling you, this game puts your brain to the test. It's like a puzzle, especially when you speedrun. You're just like, okay, why isn't this trick working today? What if I accidentally blocked out of my memory that's not coming back? And you have to realize okay, this is the movement I'm missing. Anyway, we are interrupting Bowser's wedding. This wedding must be stopped. I, in fact, object.
I like how massive the ring is. Just huge ring.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't cheap out, I'll be real. And in classic Nintendo fashion, unfortunately, hey, you want to do that boss fight again?
Except
a lot of little things.
I will say that this fight's good, but Galaxy's Bowser's insanity.
Oh, I love Galaxy.
Well, I mean the music with that too is incredible. There's so many factors in that.
Yeah.
But I think Galaxy is probably the
my
best.
angle is off.
Also, Jiggy, when you see that fire being sprayed around, how scared does that make you? For Platy?
A little.
Trying to avoid it.
It's a little scary. I know it hits me.
Yeah. So, fun fact about that fire: it's only a floor scan hitbox.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they were nice.
It looks like it should burn you a lot. No, it's literally just a floor scan.
Yeah. Nintendo was very nice about that one. Especially because Sunshine's Bowser flames are wacky. They just happen.
I don't know what happened there, to be honest. I was in the right position. Maybe my timing was just off. That's okay. We can get it here, please.
Yeah, I think you threw just a little.
Position. So I can just get up yard.
I will say Bowser's haircut in this game is very good.
Oh, phenomenal. He went to a great barber. I gotta get some.
He was prepped for the wedding.
You honestly have to respect it. He, maybe his intentions were a little misguided, and obviously, it never would have worked out. But he put a lot of effort into this. So you know what? The next time they all get together for golf, hopefully they'll give Bowser some props for that.
True.
Put him on the next party committee. Although, did he actually plan it? Because you said the Brutals were the wedding committee.
He hired wedding planners.
So was
And
none
this
of
is what
idea?
happened, you know?
Well, I'm sure. I mean, you can hire wedding planners, but like you still gotta like work with them. Like you got to communicate.
So what have we learned, chat? Wedding planners or end of the world, you know?
Take your pick. Here I'm going to hopefully do something called 2DS. Very nice, which is just 2D skip. You can skip that little thing down there. Later on, it was found out that you can actually skip this entire section by going on little invisible ledges on the side of this to the left there. But it is super, super hard. And I don't know if you expected anything else from, you know, our community, which is very good at giving names. But that skip is called 2DSS, which is 2D skip. Nice little wraparound to DSS from the beginning. Kind of poetic in a way. Anyway, this I will now say is my second favorite / maybe favorite, depending on my mood, song in the game. So any jam emote you got, any kind of jam you want to, you know, do, now is the time. Now is the time to get funky. Yeah, for the Phillies here, we're basically just trying to shoot the fireballs before we get there, and then when we do get there, we just swipe the rest of them. There's a couple different orders that you can do, depending on how confident you feel in your fireballs. You can do the first one first that I did, or you can go to the second one that I did first, and then wrap around that way.
And time is going to be when Bowser shoots off from the pile.
Yep. It's gonna be time now.
GG!
Yay!
Yay.
Big claps in the chat. That was actually incredible. That was so good.
Aw, thank you.
Wasn't your PB at 127?
It was. What was this time?
This was
125.
yeah, 125. Let's see, 125.30 or 125.43.
Well, that's a PB then, I guess. I'm very surprised if that's actually what the time was. Let's go! Yay!
PB, and we just spent the entire time talking about music. It's great.
Dude, that's the optimal run. I'm pumped.
That was great. That was really great. Thank you so much. That was definitely incredible. Everyone watching at home, definitely go follow Platty. You can scroll over the chat, and it's pinned. Her channel is pinned right there. Definitely give her a follow. You can also hover over the title of the show and click the big hearts. Platty, why don't you tell everybody at home a little bit what you play? Because I know you play more than just Mario.
Yep. I love playing Mario. My main speed game at the moment is Super Mario Galaxy, which I always say is super, super underrated. So while I love this game, and I think this game has fantastic movement, Galaxy is just like, it's a different pace. The music is also phenomenal. I just think it's very underrated, and it's always a game that is near and dear to my heart. But other than Mario, I like to do a lot of variety. I was playing Tears of the Kingdom on stream recently. I like to do random design stuff. I recently graduated from college with a Bachelor of Design. Ooh. So sometimes I like to do artsy stuff on stream and see how that goes. But most importantly, we just like to vibe and have fun. So that's me.
Well, that's incredible. And again, everybody, please go follow Platty. Billy, thanks so much for the awesome commentary. I had fun hanging out with you too. Why don't you tell everybody what you do?
Yeah, no, thank you for having me. Platty, thank you for asking me to commentate. Jiggy, thank you for hosting this show. I am a multi-Mario speedrunner. Odyssey is kind of what I used to be known for. I've kind of branched out. Lately, I've also been doing some Super Mario Odyssey mods as well. I have a few more in the works to just kind of do on stream and do playthroughs like that. And then outside of that, yeah, no, it's kind of similar. You know, I've done Picross on stream and yeah, just whatever I'm feeling that day. You know, balancing streaming with a full-time job can be tiring sometimes, and sometimes you don't feel like doing a speedrun right after. So why not do some puzzles?
I'm
Dude,
afraid of
cross
pit
is
cross.
awesome. Have to say
No,
that.
no.
No,
I'm
don't be
scared. I'm
afraid.
ending it.
No.
Richard, get me out of here. No pit cross.
You don't like pit cross?
Ah, it's the scariest game ever. Thank you very much.
It's great.
Philly, thanks so much. Definitely go follow Philly. All right, with that, everybody, with that, stay tuned. More hotfix coming at you. More Mario coming at you. Super Mario RPG with Kiara coming up on Game Masters right after the break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.